Here, take this. It's Edgeworth. I didn't go to Clown University. Oh, no, it's actually mine. You know, ever since I quit being a prosecutor and all. Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations. Prosecutor's Path, the second game, the one that never came to the West. But you know that already. It's Friday where I am. Who knows what day you're watching this on, but hello people from the future, how you doing? And we are in the fourth case, and things are getting wild, I will say. Edgeworth, well, first of all, if you're not familiar with the game up until now, what are you doing? Spoilers. But, yeah, Edgeworth just resigned. He gave in the pink slip, the green slip, his badge, whatever, crimson slip, whatever piece of paper the demon Akamanto asked you to take, don't take any of them. Because, you know, the PIC keeps lording it over him, trying to make him into the perfect prosecutor that follows their every whim, and not actually someone who seeks the truth like a lawyer should. So he just straight up says, well, you know what, I don't want to be a lawyer anymore, if it means letting the truth fall away like Kay fell off a building. Boop. So, yeah, turnabout forgotten turnabout. Kay lost her memories. We need to figure out what happened to her. She may have killed someone, but that's how Ace Attorney usually goes. She probably didn't, I hope not. And, we gotta find her before it's too late. So, let's get into it. Pollo. And Pollo. That scared me a little bit. It said start, but it's not the start, it's the start of the middle. April 5th, 5:58 p.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Kay! You think she came to his office? Oh, she's not here either. Where in the world could she have gone? Knock, knock. I'm here. Well, hi, Ray. How's it going? Have you seen a little girl with bandages running around? That's Kay, by the way. Mr. Shields. What's going on, Miles? Why the long face? Take it from Uncle Ray. You won't be popular with the ladies looking like that. And what makes you think I care about that? Why are you here? Did something happen? That's my line. Have you seen the news? About the murder at the PIC headquarters? Yes, I was just there, actually. Your hearing! Wasn't it there today? I found myself wondering if you guys had somehow got caught up in it. Your senses are right, Ray. Wait, it's already made the news! Now here they're searching for their teenage girl suspected of killing an attorney. I can't imagine it could have been her, but it has been bothering me. Could you give me the full rundown? Long story. But I've got time. The truth is... Fast forward through it. But Miles! Are you trying to give your Uncle Ray a heart attack? I'm not joking. She really did lose her memory. On top of that, she's a suspect. That makes things even more difficult. Good thing Maya's out of town. That's why Phoenix and Maya are staying far away from the events of this game. If Maya was anywhere close, she'd be accused of the murder immediately. Where would she have run off to? She lost her memory, right? Yeah, I'd find it hard to imagine she'd know where she lives or anywhere safe to be. I was hoping she would return here, but not likely. She felt responsible for what happened to you, right? Then there's no way she would come back here. I know that, but where else can I look? Calm down, Miles. This isn't like you. Actually caring about a girl for once. Oop. It's rare to see you get so heated up. Well, not that it's a bad thing. Maybe that'll make you popular with the ladies. Joke's on you, Ray. He's already popular with the ladies. But not because the ladies want to be with him. If you're trying this hard to save an innocent suspect from false charges, I'm sure you'd make a great defense attorney. I mean, he's right, but is now the time? Actually, just a while ago, I turned in my badge. Is it not in my organizer anymore? Oh, wait, I forgot to check that. I have the Yatagarasu's badge. Oh, you know what? Now, right here, I am the Yatagarasu because Kay forgot how to be it. The Yatagarasu is always like a 3-person job. This is it. This is 2 and 3 right here. Come on, Ray, join me. But that doesn't mean I've decided to become a defense attorney. Besides, Kay isn't just a mere suspect. I may have only known her for a short time, but we've been through quite a lot together. Again, this game is 2 weeks after the first one. Well, I wasn't keeping track of how much time has passed since the first case of this game. I forget what month it took place in. I know she isn't capable of murder. I'm surprised. I never thought you would go so far to support someone else. This is a different Edgeworth. He's been through DL6, man. Well, the resolution of DL6. It only took 15 years. I don't know if you even realize it yourself, but it seems a deep bond has already begun to grow between you and Kay. I'd say it even gives my bond with your father a run for its money. No, it's not that deep. She just keeps barging into my state of affairs. Yeah, that girl can be quite a handful. What do you know, Ray? You know her even less than I do. But I know her. I'm certain that something has changed inside you since you met her. I'm really jealous, you know. After all, I lost my old partner. That's why you need to find Kay right now. I don't want you to lose your bond like your Uncle Ray did. Well then, I have a proposal. Join the Edgeworth law offices. Finally, there'll be someone named Edgeworth at it after 15 years, 18 years. We have no idea where she is, and searching around blindly won't get us anywhere. In that case, why don't we try searching for the cause of her memory loss? Maybe that could give us a lead. I mean, we started looking into it. I assumed you were going to continue. I've known Kay for 2 weeks, and if anything happened to her, like right now, I'd give up my badge and make everyone else give up theirs. She's my weird assistant. In fact, that's already what happened. Thank you for the summary, Roy. How you doing, Roy? Hopefully you're having a more relaxed day today. It is Friday, or maybe it's Saturday. I'm not sure what time it is over there. I see. That might be a good idea. From what she told me, something must have happened to her at the Grand Tower. Great, that's it! Let's get going then. I just came from there. Hey, at the very least, could you stop looking so grim? If you stay that way, Kay probably won't want to come back at all. Ooh, it's grief. I'm no match for this man. Oh wow, it's nighttime already. 6:42 p.m. Okay, the sun doesn't set that early in Los Angeles, really. Like, sun's still out until like 7 o'clock, 7:30 sometimes. April 5th, 6:42 p.m. Grand Tower, viewing platform. Hold that thought, everybody. I gotta reset the game real quick. Because actually, ever since I started playing, my controller wasn't working. I've been playing with the touchscreen this whole time. So let me just save state. How do I save in the game? I guess I can't save in the game. Alright, we're using the save state. Don't worry about it. I'll be distraction. Whoa, look at that. The game's back. I think I did a good job making sure that that video lasted just long enough for me to just like click a bunch of stuff. Forgot? No, not from here. From the save state. Here we go. Let me make sure everything's working. Testing. Testing. Good. Okay, that looks good. It seems it's already dark. Still open on the day of a murder. You gotta admire their capitalist spirit. Oh no, we are in Japanifornia. Enigmatic Shard, enjoy the lurk. I'm sorry, I said enigmatic shark. That was not on purpose. Enigmatic shark. Yo, if Drewby finishes Metal Gear today, let me know. Like, as soon as he beats Metal Gear. I'm excited. When we rated Drew yesterday, like, if you don't have any knowledge of fighting that boss, it is hard even if you do know the strategy. Like, I don't blame him at all for getting stuck on that. I remember when I streamed it 2 years ago. I spent so much time fighting it. It's hard. Hope you're doing well, Shark. Roa's gonna be lurking. Happy to be watching the stream. I'm happy for you to be here, Roa. Always enjoy your presence. There's no one here. Looks like we've got the place all to ourselves. You know, you think people would be investigating. I guess they don't think of this as the crime scene or anything significant happening here. They're still checking out the PIC, like, meeting room. To prove Kay's innocence, I'll need to investigate her lost memories. Hey, let's go, Miles. We can investigate the roof as much as we want, so let's do what we can. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. Kay testified... Oh, where are you going, Ray? Do what we can, huh? I suppose that's all we can do for now. Granddad, what do you do if you can't do nothing? But there's nothing you can do. You do what you can. Grand Tower, viewing platform. Oh, look, the doctors are here. So Kay testified that someone came from behind this booth, but oh yeah, not even looking at the floor plan, there is no room to stand behind here. My theory, and this is kind of based on what happens in Ace Attorney Investigations 1, is maybe there's some kind of pulley rope system that was draped across and like this tree and the stand maybe, and some sort of cloth was hanging from that rope, and it was being pulled towards Kay. And because the cloth kind of looked like an Organization 13 hood or something, she thought somebody was coming towards her, but it was really just like an inanimate object. Because I kind of went back and watched the VOD. I went back and watched that intro cutscene. The person she's talking to never says anything. So I'm wondering if that was a person at all. Gribbles, nice fourth. How you doing? Thanks for the chicken. It was a ninja? Oh yeah, that's right. It was the Jamming Ninja. Made out of cheap plastic. I have to keep reminding myself this is a fan translation. But because it's based off an existing property that has had English releases, they have to keep things like localized names. Jammin' Ninja. Localized names like K or Detective Bad. It's a statue of a pony, sparkling in the twilight. A pony? Isn't that like a unicorn, though? It's not just any pony, Edgeworth. Come on. Wait, sparkling in the twilight... Did they just really make a My Little Pony reference? Sparkling in the twilight. The statue has wings. Perhaps it's Pegasus, the flying horse of myth. No, there's a horn on its head. Could it be the legendary unicorn? But I thought unicorns didn't have wings. What's this? There's a plaque at the bottom. He's putting a lot of thought into this. The title of the work is written on the plaque. A magical contradiction. I suppose the only part of this work I was able to understand was the contradiction part. Being a fan of Ace Attorney, you do kind of keep track of all the Ace Attorney fan games that come out. I will say that at one point in time, there was an Ace Attorney Investigations fan game that was also a My Little Pony fan game. I think they called it like My Little Investigations or something. Yeah, no, maybe this is a nod to that. I never played it, but I don't doubt that it was well made. Hope everyone's doing well if you're just tuning on in, by the way. We're talking about ponies, apparently. Miles Edgeworth, so we meet again. What are you two doing here? Well, we came all this way, so I thought we'd buy some cotton candy. Is the booth open? There doesn't seem to be anybody manning it. And what about you? You want folks to get the wrong idea about you? What? I'm resigned. There is no idea. Do not worry, I will decide my own actions. Man, I wonder if Edgeworth is gonna get his badge back by the 5th case. Because this is not even the last one. This is the second to last one. So what? Am I just gonna not be a prosecutor? Am I gonna be a defense attorney? Ooh. Don't tell me. You're just a no-good ex-prosecutor. It's no wonder you got the axe. Got the axe? I've quit, though. Wait, what? You got fired? You needn't be concerned with what happens to me. Are you sure? Yes, you should be concerned about the chickens. What chickens? Oh my god! Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. Well, I was worried you might have an allergy or something. I was just being considerate. Well, thank you. Oh yeah, what happened to Kay? Thanks for the chickens, Chibi. Worst company. What's up, Dylan? Bit tired? No problem. Have a nice time and chilling out. Water. Thanks for the hydrate. I think it's the fact that I played this game yesterday and I gave Blaze the Best a pretty hard to do voice. I might redo his voice for this stream because anytime there's a new character, I gotta have to gauge their personality first before I finalize it. But I will say, I woke up and I almost lost my voice. It wasn't bad. It's just that whenever I sleep with the window open, and I have because it's been so hot, I do tend to get dehydrated in the morning. Just a drink of water and I'm fine. It's all right, but it worried me for a little bit. Little Pain, what's up? Huh? Was there some sort of trouble between you two? Anything I can do to help? How about an injection? Yeah, just give me 50 cc's of pure dopamine. I feel like Edgeworth has a critical lack of it. It's fine. Our injections are answer to everything. And does she just like carry out around a suitcase of every type of like vaccine and just saline and whatever somebody could need? Oh right, it's getting cold, isn't it? Let's go home. Well then, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, let's meet again soon. Wouldn't it be really funny if, like, the grandma put on the hood and, like, the face part wasn't her face, but it was, like, the bun on her head? Is there a rope on here? Heaven's Tear. Oh, there's a shopkeeper in here. There's actually somebody? Hey, dude, aren't you a witness? Tell me something. It's okay, Chubby. I'm all right now. It's Friday. I'm ready to play video games. Yo, sir, how about some heavenly cotton candy? Heaven's Tear. Heaven's Tear? Did they name them after the shape of the clouds you can see from here? We tear a regular piece of cotton candy in half and then sell it without changing the price. That's Heaven's Tear. Oh my god. Yeah, this is Los Angeles. I believe it now. That's why the name is Heaven's Tear. Oh, it's not Heaven's Tear. We tear the cost in half while crying tears of joy. If the customers knew that, they would be crying tears of sorrow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yo, is there a TV on the roof? What if it rains? That's a trick question. It doesn't rain in LA. We're in a drought. Oh, I'm thinking about... I mentioned at the beginning of the last stream that my sink was clogged. It's all good now, but... Man, I didn't do the drought in California any favors by using a lot of water trying to flush it through. Don't worry about it. This TV seems to be used for showing advertisements for the companies at the Grand Tower. Right now, it's just showing regular television programs, though. Steel Samurai? Edgeworth's just watching? Wait, what am I watching this for? The Steel Samurai doesn't air today. It is because of the Steel Samurai. He was waiting for the commercial break to end. It's the only time he watches TV. I know. I see you, Edgeworth. I see you, Edgy. If you insert a coin, you can use these binoculars to get a good view of the city. I'm sure if Kay were feeling better, she would be happily glued to them. For her sake, I must thoroughly examine every nook and cranny of this viewing platform. Every suspicious-looking one. These are fancy decorations, by the way. Like, I thought that might be for Christmas, but it's April. Man, isn't this like 3 days after the whole Jeff Masters thing? Well, not Jeff Masters thing, but Catherine Hall thing. The person in the red raincoat who pushed Kay off the tower. She said they came toward her, from the direction of the stand. Ugh. What is this? It is the Akamanto. Alright, okay, Japanese yokai monster story time. The Akamanto, or the Red Cape, is a legend of a suspicious man who... he comes up to you, and all he does is ask you if you want red paper or blue paper. And, like, you're confused, of course, so you just, like, pick one at random. But here's the thing. If you pick the red paper, I believe what he does is he cuts you. If you pick the blue paper, he chokes you. The key to avoid certain doom from him is to not accept any paper at all. I think that might be what this case is based off. Like, someone's in a red coat and they're approaching you, and you just have to refuse them. Either that or I've just been playing too much World of Horror. From that we can deduce, Kay was pushed over the railing on this side. Edgeworth, you dork. He's our dork. The railing is about as high as my chest. It's unlikely that someone could fall from here accidentally. I don't see any particular problems with this railing. Yeah, it doesn't look like it broke or anything. Let's go to the tree. Very interesting story. Yeah, it's pretty horrifying, I will say. Yeah, especially Ace Attorney 5. But Ace Attorney likes to take a lot of inspiration from outside sources and turning them into off-the-wall cases. Ace Attorney 5 especially has some things that are like, oh yeah, you know any yokai from Yokai Watch? Here's a case that's all about them. It's a cherry tree with branches spread wide. The flowers are nearly in full bloom. According to Kay's testimony, before she was pushed, she was standing under the cherry tree. What about pink paper? See, that's the trick. You gotta confuse him. What up, Ray? Why do you think Kay lost her memories? Head trauma? Was there something she wanted to forget? Miles, did you say something horrible to her? Of course not. I would never say anything that cruel to someone. Edgeworth, do you listen to yourself? Do you listen to yourself every time you talk to Gumshoe? Well, I might have said some unkind things to Detective Gumshoe in the past, but we're just friends. He understands me. Ha ha. Ho ho. Please don't report me to HR. So, I guess in this world, the defense attorneys are independent offices. Because, you know, Phoenix Wright has his own law agency. Ray Shields works under the Edgeworth Law Agency. But all the prosecutors kind of work under the police force, or with the police force, because they have their own office and branch. Is that normal? I don't really know how the law works in the United States or in Japan. I see. Now I feel bad for the big guy. As you should, Ray. As you should. Love Yokai Watch. I need to actually stream it at some point. I actually did buy a copy of Yokai Watch 3. All I need is a copy of 2, and I got all the ones on the DS. The 3DS, at least the ones that released in the US. And I gotta go talk to a certain Bradderfield about my streaming 3DS to see if I can get that back. I don't have any doubts that my PC is good enough to just emulate it, but I don't want it to crash. I don't trust it. It's a statue of a creature with the body of a lion, the beak and the wings of a bird, and the pointing hand of a man. No, wait, that's just Phoenix Wright standing behind the statue. What's up, Edgeworth? Oh, nothing much. I see you're here too. Yeah, I hear this is a very romantic spot for dates. Who are you taking on a date? Why are you here alone? Never mind, I gotta go! Phoenix, wait! And then, you know, you can finish the rest of that fanfiction yourself. These statues seem to be guarding the entrance to this peaceful park. It's an immaculate work, down to the last detail. But since it looks so fearsome, wouldn't it frighten away the visitors to the park? Edgeworth, I think only you're scared of it. Hey, what's happening? Ah! Kay, what the hell? You were climbing the tree? When you already fell off of that railing? Kay, do you want to fall off again? Don't scare me like that. Ow! Kay!
Don't mind me. I was just admiring the view beneath the tree.
Did you just fall out of that tree?
I didn't mean to fall. My foot slipped.
You had me worried sick, young lady. You're a suspect, and yet you remained at the crime scene. That's not a small thing to do. Or maybe it's the smartest thing to do. She knows she's innocent deep down inside. Couldn't find a copy of 3. Let's just say I couldn't find one for a good price either. I do what I can, and I write it off on my taxes, that's what. Even if you have memory loss, shouldn't you have realized this much? This whole time while you were playing this silly game of hide and seek, I've been worried sick about you.
Are you angry with me?
Of course I am. Edgeworth, you are not a good father. You're supposed to say, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. Answer me. What were you doing here? Did you think I'd let you off the hook that easily just because you have memory loss?
That's not it. I came here because I thought I could get your badge back.
What?
If I don't regain my memories, you'll never get it back. I thought if I went back to where I lost my memories, then maybe I wouldn't remember. If I could just remember killing her. Huh?
You're still the same as you were before you lost your memories. Your thoughts and actions have always exceeded my expectations. Without a doubt, you are the Kate Faraday I know so well. However, I cannot approve of your recklessness.
I understand. Oh.
Hey, cut! We're not filming anymore, dude. That was earlier. You get 0 style points, Miles. Or more like, negative points. Here's how it's done. Okay, how about a hug? No, it's not how it's done, Ray. Just stay out of this.
Man!
He really is the uncle that you invite to all the family gatherings, but maybe you shouldn't. But you still laugh at him, so you do. You ruined a moment there, Ray, but you know, maybe you just don't know how things are done around here. Lulu Payne misses the desk axe kick. I miss it too. Maybe I should re-enable it? Do I still have it? Oh man. It's gonna be really interesting when I play Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Because when you think about it, both Great Ace Attorney and Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright are about a defense attorney named Naruhodo who flies to London and gets caught up in the law system they have there. Except one of them involves more magic than the other, and one of them involves Baroque Van Zieks. But it was, oh my goodness, he was a good lad. I don't want to say Ace Attorney Investigations 2 is bad by any means, but it's so hard to top Great Ace Attorney, my goodness. Should Francisco whip him? Yes.
Okay.
Oh, well then. Stop right there. Mr. Shields, it was just a joke. Honest. Why are you sweating then? Eh?
We interrupt this program with breaking news about the Grand Tower murder case. The police believe the culprit is a teenage girl who was present at the crime scene. She remains at large as the police continues to search for her whereabouts.
Oh dear. This is getting pretty serious. Well, gang, what's the plan? Little suspicious plan. Ray, you back off with that hug. You say that for Francisca. And she'll just like keep whipping you at the same time, but there's no stopping them. No stopping them. Oh my god, they haven't interacted in this case yet. Oh, how many times? Vote in the chat. Say a number. How many times is Ray gonna be whipped by the end of this chapter? I'm guessing at least 4. We don't have much time. Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us here. So then, why don't you tag along with us for a while, Kay? I guess that's the best idea for now, as long as I get to supervise. Drooby-doo, hi there! Well, hello! Isn't that super secret stealth agent Drooby Snake right there? Mr. Metal Gear Destroyer himself. Oh man, I wish you the best of luck when you fight that boss. I actually went back and watched my own VOD of when I played. That fight is hard, dude! I died so many times too. I'm like, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for taking a break because, oh jeez, that fight is difficult. I'd say that's the only thing I don't like as much about Metal Gear Solid, but yeah, I trust you'll figure it out. Like, you got the skills, man. And hope you're doing well today. Hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good dinner. What did I have for dinner? I actually ordered sushi today. It's almost tradition for me, Sushi Friday. I got a rainbow roll and some crispy tuna. I don't even know when, like, crispy rice tuna got invented. Feels like a recent thing. Not like these past 5 years recent, but I remember when I was a kid in high school and my friends would go to sushi all the time. I never ever heard of crispy rice tuna before. It was a pretty good time. Yeah. Leftover spaghetti. Nice spaghetti, Blade Vancer. Lots of spaghetti. Nice. I hope it's delicious and I hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Let's get back into the game. I will, quick catch up for anybody who just came on in. Ray's here. Kay's here as well. Ray and Kay. Kay is still accused of the murder, but I don't believe it for a second. We had a little moment seeing that Kay, even if she doesn't have her memories, her heart is still there. She still wants to help us. And I will do everything in my power to make sure she is declared innocent. And also, Edgeworth freaking resigned. He doesn't want to be a prosecutor if it means letting the truth go. So that's where we are right now. Yay!
But I'll just cause trouble for you again.
It pains me to say this, but I've got nothing left to lose at this point.
Mr. Edgeworth?
That settles it. We're all in this together now. We're all in this together. Ray, I will stop you right there, and thank you not to sing High School Musical while I'm around. Well, you don't like music? I don't like your singing. Oh, that's fair. Miles, you're in charge of proving Kay's innocence. Failure's not an option. Yes, I understand. Kay, I want you to help Miles with his investigation as much as you can.
Yes, I'll do my best.
Let's be quick about it, before the cops find us here. Unlike some people, Uncle Ray still has a lot to lose. Sheesh. If I lose the law office, I'll never be able to face Gregory. Don't worry, Ray. If you ever get into a position where you lose the office, Edgeworth is probably going to face Gregory at the same time. If it's that bad. This man. I'm glad he's on our side. Okay. How you doing? You remember anything? I don't have my badge to present. Here, have the Yatagarasu badge. Alright, that looks the same. Kay would not hurt a fly. You think Edgeworth owns the soundtrack to Steel Samurai? I think he owns it on vinyl. Like, super limited edition, a copy to put on the shelf, keep it sealed, and a copy to actually put on his phonograph. Does he have a phonograph in his office? I feel like I might be imagining that, like Mandela effect or something.
The person in the red raincoat really was here.
Are you sure they were walking towards you from behind the stand?
That's right. They walked straight up to me. There must be some evidence. Maybe that person left footprints.
Oh, I already read this one too. Blade's doing okay, woke up late. I also wanna start making a game in my free time. The problem is I just don't have free time at all, ever. But here's what I'm thinking. Because I'm playing so many games that work off the Godot engine, maybe I'll look into that. Maybe I'll make an Ace Attorney fan game, just for the sake of saying that I have an Ace Attorney game running on Godot. Only Ace Attorney fans will get the joke. But that's fine. That's okay. I've kind of been looking into it because as I run out of Ace Attorney games to play on stream, if I want to keep playing games like it, I have to find like fan games. There's a game called Aviary Attorney, which is like Ace Attorney, but it's a bunch of birds in ye olde England. There's Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law, which is also made by Capcom, so I could play that. Professor Layton, of course, versus Ace Attorney, I need to also play. But there's options.
I came back here because I thought I might remember something.
Could you again go over what you told me before?
Well, it was raining, so I stood under the cherry tree to take shelter. And then, a person in a red raincoat appeared. That person pushed me and I fell.
Can you tell me anything about the person in the raincoat?
I'm sorry. I don't remember that much. No, wait. As the person approached me, I saw the moon just over their shoulder.
The moon? Huh?
Yes, that's right. It's just a faint memory, but...
The moon is on the opposite side of the stand. How did you see that?
I think the moon was in the exact same spot as it is now. It was floating just above the cherry tree.
You could see the moon behind the figure in the raincoat? Oh, I'm glad I talked to Kay. I thought that was just flavor dialogue, but oh, that was actually necessary. This is a new piece of testimony. I'll be sure to keep it in mind. It was Little Red Riding Hood. It was BB Hood from Darkstalkers approaching in her neutral game. Don't let her attack, she'll combo off. Could the moon have been on the other side? The moon doesn't really move that often. I mean, maybe it could, but she just testified that it was the same, so I don't know what happened there. Like the moon, quote unquote, rises and sets like the sun rises and sets, but not in the same way the sun does, you know, east and west. It's hard to describe, because I'm no astrologist. It was the blurred out Burger King logo. We didn't want to pay them for advertisement, so we just had to have it our way instead of your way. Do you know this person, Kay? Should I be showing them to you, their dead body? Recollections.
Mr. Edgeworth, for a while now, I feel like I've been on the verge of remembering something.
What? Is that true? Well then, please speak freely. Say whatever comes to your mind.
Okay. I remember a faint scent. It was a wonderful smell coming from the counter of a food stall. I followed the fragrance only to find a perfectly sculpted burger, resting on 2 golden buns.
Burger? Burger? Do you mean a burger or like a ramen burger? I can't tell if this was localized or not.
The tender and juicy patty made my taste buds sing with joy.
It was Burger King! Oh god!
Yes, I can remember what I thought at that moment. I want seconds.
I don't think this memory has anything to do with the case. Well, I think it's relevant. Let's go find that burger stand. You think it was Eldu Noodles? Maybe. And how I want a burger. I had a burger for dinner yesterday, but I don't have that many fixins. I didn't really plan ahead to have burgers. I just felt like having one. So it was just like a plain patty with cheese on a plain bun. And I added some ketchup and, hey, don't judge me, but it's what I had. I added some Vegemite. Yeah, you know, the Australian spread. I have Vegemite in my pantry. I eat it sometimes with toast and butter, but I felt like, hey, you know what? This burger's gonna be a little plain. Let's get a little salt on there. I can't tell if I recommend it, but I liked it. If you do that, I recommend putting more butter, though. You called yourself the great thief Yutagarasu. You prided yourself on being a noble thief who steals the truth. Do you remember anything about that? If I liked it, it's fine. Yeah, and it's fortified with vitamins.
Well, aha! Maybe I was called a noble thief because I won the Nobel Prize. That's not how you spell that.
That's Nobel, not noble. And they don't give prizes for thievery. Not yet, at least. Huh. Well, that's useful information, Kay. We actually learned something. Here, let me get you some cotton candy burger from this food stand. I wonder if there's gonna be anything new now that Kay is here. I can't believe this incident's already on the news. I wonder how they got wind of it. Maybe they're doing a live report from that helicopter over there. Don't duck down! Don't get seen by it! Uncle Ray's gonna be on TV! Miles, make sure you tune in. Well, what is he thinking at a time like this? I don't want to mess with no LAPD helicopters. Just no thank you. Right, let's see if we can put some logic together. Burger? Maya, no! Boop-ba beep-ba-doop-ba doop-ba beep-da-boda-ba-da-boda. Doop-ba beep-ba-doop-ba-doop-ba beep-da-boda-beep-da-boda. So these are all kind of related to each other. But I want... Okay, these two specifically. Because the moon... If she was standing opposite the moon, then she must have been standing on the right side, not the left. Oh! It's always my brain cells that I rub together the first time that fail. But don't worry about it. I'll rub these two brain cells together instead. No! One more chance. Just needed to get a little static electricity built up on the cells. Okay, this time for sure. They're gonna spark, they're gonna synapse. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Either that or none of them connect. Okay, good. I know, it's a weird mechanic. It really is. Like, if I know how everything connects in my mind, it's like, how do I piece it together? What Lego brick should I put together first? I need a manual. If I recall Kay's testimony, a person in a raincoat approached her from behind the candy stand. Then this person supposedly pushed Kay over the railing opposing the stand. Moreover, Kay said she saw the moon over the person's shoulder. However, earlier I confirmed that the moon is floating in the opposite direction. Under the night Kay lost her memories, it seems the moon was in the exact same spot. Therefore, the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat don't match up. Her memories have probably become confused. After all, had she actually been pushed over the railing, she couldn't have survived the fall. Perhaps I should question Kay's memory of where she fell. Oh, here we go. What if... Well, let me just head to this screen first before I put things together. What if she did see someone coming from the stand, walking in this direction, but maybe she got turned around at some point and didn't realize it, and then she fell back in the same direction that the person in the coat came from? If the person from the coat really came from over this edge, there must have been some sort of like ledge or window cleaner trolley or whatever to fall into, and that's how she survived. I hope. Resident Evil makes it clear what happens to people in helicopters. Oh, it's never good to be a helicopter pilot in Resident Evil. They have a 0% survival rate. Oh, Brad. I know an unusually large number of people with Resident Evil names. I'm Chris. I have a friend named Brad. I also have a friend named Carlos. And the victim in this case is named Jill. Wait a minute. I just need to be wary of any Alberts that come on around. Chris. Kay was not pushed over the railing on this side. After all, if you fell from here, you wouldn't even be alive in the first place.
But I'm certain I was standing under the cherry tree. If I fell, then the only place I could have fallen was over the railing.
Well, maybe the ground just opened up from under you and swallowed you up. Then you'd fall to the next floor. This is a building.
The ground here can open up? How?
No. It was just a joke, Kay. Please don't take it so seriously. That will not work in a person in her state right now. Now, strange as it may sound, that may actually be the truth. Even if it is only a small chance, it matters not. Let's try searching the area around the tree. Eh? You know, I didn't call it out. I did notice something a little bit weird right here. Doesn't this right here kind of look like a trap door? Kay could not have fallen over the railing. There must be something around here that proves it. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspected roots. Here's a question. What if Kay didn't see the moon behind the person, but something else like the moon? Possible, like maybe a floodlight or something? Flower petals are scattered all over the ground. The blossoms are not yet in full bloom, so the strong winds up here must be the culprit. Personally, I'd appreciate it if they spent a little more effort cleaning these petals up. They look nice, Edgeworth. Let them have it. You get turned around a lot in video games. Isn't it just the worst feeling when you're watching somebody play a video game for the first time and they're on the right path, but somehow, some way, they looked at chat at the wrong second and they turn around without realizing it, and then they just spend minutes upon minutes going the wrong way. And then, like, you internally conflict with yourself, like, oh no, this is a no backseating stream. Do I tell them? I don't know. They're gonna waste so much time. Like, I get it. I have a no backseating stream, and, like, I get that if I look like I'm going the wrong way, sometimes it feels like, oh no, so much time wasted. But sometimes I like feeling lost, because it's all the better when I actually do figure it out. It looks like a maintenance hatch. Okay, maybe you fell down here? Oh, well, if Ray's gonna use logic. Nah, just kidding. There's no way something like that could happen.
I'm sorry. I just can't remember if...
No, that was just a joke. No need to take it seriously.
Right, so when should I take you seriously then?
Never. When indeed? Well, if you jumped in Uncle Ray's arms... Stop! Mr. Shields? Come on, Miles. It was just a joke. A joke, Jordan.
Oh, I get it. No one ever takes you seriously.
Now you're getting it. Now you understand. Here, Kay, I give you my seal of approval.
Hiya. Hiya.
Ouch. That stung a bit. Egg.
Hiya.
There's nothing to connect this with. Fine. Let's see if there's anything else around here. The railing. I thought something here was staining it, but I think that's just the lighting. It doesn't really look like there's anything here. I might have to continue talking to some people. Can we get the little chicken as an emote? ManokAdobo. And have a little thumbs up on it? We could do something. Make it a better Twitch TV emote. I'm down. Oh, now I can't examine the binoculars. Oh, now we can. Egg! Azura, what's up? So you weren't seeing things earlier. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hiya.
If you insert a coin... Yeah. Anything else? I might have to present things.
This letter. It's a promise I made, right?
Assuming you wrote it. If you can call conspiring to commit a crime a promise, then yes. For a thief, yes, that's just everyday life. For a Yakuza, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like, there's been cases in Ace Attorney where we deal with Yakuza members. So, like, that whole stuff with the Kitaki family, and I don't know if Furio Tigre was in the Yakuza, but he sure seems like he would have been. I don't know, maybe they could expand on that. There's so much in Apollo Justice that they just drop in Ace Attorney 5 and 6, and I'm willing to have them go back to it. I kind of liked it. It's sad to me that even, like, yeah, sure, the game wasn't as well received, but we didn't know. We didn't know how it would be going forward. We were just scared of change. If only we could have seen the adventures of Apollo and Trucy and see where they'll go with the whole, like, future of that. But no, that's a timeline we'll never see.
Crime? But I was the one who wrote the letter, right?
This letter is not handwritten. We cannot be certain that you wrote it.
Is that so?
Yes, I don't even know where you'd find a computer or a typewriter. I would certainly not let you write this on my computer. You guys think Edgeworth knows how to use a computer? He probably writes all his case files up on a old-fashioned typewriter with an ink ribbon. Straight out of Resident Evil. Ba ba ba. Ma bum ba.
Oh yo.
Ba 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 ba. Da da da. Ba ba. I'm still interested that the ticket stub says student on it. So he has to have some kind of student ID, right?
I was carrying this, right? I don't remember anything about it, though.
So you really don't remember? Not even a little bit?
Well, maybe I just grabbed it without thinking due to the shock of losing my memories. You know, like they say, grasping at straws. What's wrong? You have an awfully serious look on your face.
I won't tell you to be silent, but you should think before talking. I won't tell you to, but you should probably do it.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
Edgeworth, you're the one who literally said a couple of seconds ago, feel free to speak freely. It's coming to mind, it's coming to mind. We'll take what we can get. You still think it's sus that there's only one letter on each person? You mean one letter or two letters? Each person has one letter. This is a letter in an envelope. You've learned modding for Gerard, Mr. Gerard Completionist, that you should be very explicit with directions. Yeah, that kind of thing. Chat goes fast. Like, you never know. You never know what the streamer will and will not read. Huh. I'm definitely just missing something. I should continue investigating. Da 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 da. Oh, do 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 da da da. Live. Oh! This is like here now. Oh, they're looking at me here now.
We're seeing live footage from the 50th floor. The investigation will continue through the night. The 50th floor? Isn't that the meeting room of the PIC headquarters? That's right. We can see the shadows of the investigators behind those blinds.
Uh-oh. Looks like making a clean getaway just got that much harder. It seems we have no choice but to cleverly evade the eyes of the media. Maybe Uncle Ray should have become a spy instead of an attorney. Yeah, put on a headband. Solid Ray. If worst comes to worst, I may have to use Mr. Shields as a decoy.
Ready, go.
Miles, just now you were thinking of something terrible, weren't you? How could you tell? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I'm investigating the news? You think Miles knows how to use a PC, just prefers a typewriter because it feels nice? Yeah, very tactile, probably. Hey, what's up, Condoriano90? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let's look at stuff. Let's look at the news. Let's auto-tune it. You feel like the media announcing these things is going to muddle the case? Yeah, shouldn't the investigators be allowed to just investigate in private? Welcome to the stream. I'm a chicken. I play Ace Attorney. Don't even worry about it. Hope you're doing good. This appears to be a live news broadcast. In other words, what we see on the screen is how the Grand Tower looks at this very moment. Still looks like freaking... What's that city? What's that city at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2? It reminds me of that. Look at this fusion between modern architecture and gothic style.
Does this mean we can be seen on the TV too?
No, the camera is too far away and it's too dark to see us clearly. There's no need to worry. It certainly would be bad if Kay were to be seen on TV right now. Thankfully. I wonder if there's anything odd that we can see. Condoriana's doing good. Lurked a lot in the stream? Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you've been enjoying. Welcome to the official chatting crew. Don't even worry about it. I'm just glad that you enjoy. And yeah, welcome. People have turned typewriters into USB keyboards. Oh, I want a typewriter mechanical keyboard. It'll be all huge on my desk and take up most of the space, but my goodness, it'd be fun to type on. I already have a mechanical keyboard. Imagine you could just hear like bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-dun. I find it odd that I'm allowed to logic and deduce here. Doesn't seem to be anything odd. Yeah, nothing really seems to be out of place. Like, this is just a building. Huh. It's really the only thing I can interact with that I haven't already, though. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da. There's usually a reason the police have no comment for cases. They want to keep information from getting out. Because then people speculate, spread rumors, and then nobody knows what's true or not anymore. Pretty unfortunate. Let's see if there's anything else to investigate. I mentioned it before, but investigations, I feel like it's just not that straightforward about telling you when you're done with an area. I get it's by design, but sometimes I just feel like I'm missing something, you know? I haven't commented on it, but I like how this is her theme. But it's a lot sadder. A lot more tragic. Da da da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da da. Let's see. 50th floor PIC meeting room. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, this is wrong. Wait. Okay, look at this. According to this pamphlet, the PIC meeting room is the one immediately under this room. Oh, and that would mean you could drop into it with the maintenance hatch. But according to the lights, it's the room before the one, like, below it. Hey, what's the thing? What's the big idea, pal? Contradiction. You know how many floors this building has? Of course, 50 floors, right? Just about the place where the PIC conducts their practically illegal cover-ups. Ah, nice one, Ray. I like it. Couples are wishing for love. Kinda ironic, don't you think?
So what's the dark area above the 50th floor?
Maybe it's the Tunnel of Love? Those are always dark, huh? I don't think this place has one of those. Has anyone ever seen a Tunnel of Love in real life? You don't exactly go to many carnivals, but I've been to more than one. I've never seen a Tunnel of Love, have you? I've only been to the Tunnel of Love in frickin' Left 4 Dead 2. That's more like a tunnel of zombies. The viewing platform we're on now should be directly above the PIC meeting room. However, the late-night investigation is taking place 2 floors below us. This is a clear contradiction.
Was there a mistake in the pamphlet?
No, rather. It's more natural to assume this building has a hidden 51st floor. Aren't we able to tell? Didn't we take the elevator up here?
I see. So that's where the Tunnel of Love is.
He's joking! Ah, she's so pure and gullible. It's breaking Uncle Ray's heart. Then why don't you take this opportunity to be more serious for once? You just don't get it, Miles. I joke around to make things easier for you. Is that what he's trying to do? On the contrary, his painful jokes only make things harder for me. A regular Osakan comedy duo, these two. Except instead of slapstick, it's just Edgeworth feeling emotional pain. Oh! But if there's a hidden 451, is it like a maintenance floor? You've seen a tunnel of love from the outside. Yeah, Blade, on that topic, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I feel like media isn't good about not talking about that. We don't want people to, like, copy crimes. An extra floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform? Why didn't anyone notice it? Normally, you'd notice it. I mean, how can you hide an entire floor? Maybe the elevator speeds up right at the end? That is where the problem lies. No one noticed something that should have been easily noticeable. In other words, it must be impossible to access the 51st floor through normal means.
I see. Maybe this is a secret portal or something.
Portal? Okay, now's not the time to be thinking with portals. Localizers, how many outside games are you going to reference? You can only do this in fan games, man. Reference Valve games. Hey, if I was playing this on Steam Deck, yeah. I'd like you to recall the hatch at the base of the cherry tree. Knott's Berry Farm had a tunnel of love in the early 2000s. Huh. You know, despite the fact that I live in LA, I've just never been to Knott's Berry Farm. It's kind of out of the way. Like, it's not in LA proper, it's more eastward of it. So you kind of have to go out of your way, like, specifically go there. I don't know. I feel like I'd just rather go to either Universal Studios or Disneyland or even freaking Six Flags. And I've never been there either. Isn't it normal to assume there's a room on the other side of the maintenance hatch? Uncle Ray likes where you're going with this.
Let's hurry and check it out.
Oh, I'm surprised it's not locked. There we go. Now let's see. Edgeworth always feeling emotional pain. This is...
Looks like there's a lot of stuff down there. Is this what they call a storeroom?
There's no doubt about it. This is where Kay fell down. Of course! And with this, the mystery is solved. Well, we still have to solve the murder case. It's a little important, too. No, not yet. We still have the mystery of the person in the red hood who was walking in midair. Believe it or not, they were walking on air. Never thought I could feel so free, hee. Now, let's not get greedy, shall we? We found the storeroom, so let's wrap things up here. I suppose you have a point. It does seem to warrant an investigation. Huh? You looking at something new down here? Well, if it isn't Miles Edgeworth. Question mark. A voice acting gamer's biggest fear. Ema Sky! Ema, how you doing? How's your face? You any closer to being a scientific investigator yet? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ema, what are you doing here? Oh, I love that theme so much. I'm glad that they brought back Ema Sky for so many other games. Not just a one-off for Rise from the Ashes. Oh no, what voice did I give her? Should I just like go back to my old VODs of Ace Attorney Investigations 1 and look for a part with Ema Sky in it? I'm tempted to do that right now because I want to be consistent with this. I tell you what, I've been watching friend of the stream Zalfira play Ace Attorney 1, and I've mentioned this a couple of times already. But she just got to Rise from the Ashes has been in that case. She gave Ema a kind of British accent. I never really would have imagined that. Oh, here we go. I found the VODs for Ace Attorney Investigations 1. Let me see. Which one of these is gonna have Ema in it? One that... Where's that? It's from the second case. The second case in that game has him. Has her. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Oh no, it's the third case that has it. Come on, come on. I'm looking. Here. Get ready for 2020 ManokAdobo. Wrestling news. If you are to become the sprites,
You're talking so...
magic detective new problem. Sex to authenticate that. Yeah, okay. I found the part with Ema Sky. You know, make them the most entertaining I can.
I want to invent...
Convicted of murder? If Kay didn't exist, it's Kay Faraday. Now they're talking to each other. This is awkward.
And I'm training to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief?
Oh, I just gave her Kay's voice.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, that's what you said. Don't...
There's the joke. They had the same voice.
I heard about the case from Detective Gumshoe. Since I was already in the area, I thought I might as well check out the crime scene.
This girl's name is Ema Sky. She's a high school student studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. She's the younger sister of my former boss, and a witness in one of my trials 2 years ago.
Thanks for the bucket.
Detective Gumshoe told me everything over the phone. He sounded really upset. He said you lost your badge at the Grand Tower and Kay became a mummy.
What did Gumshoe add to this story? Please, calm down. Double Chris voice, let's go. I just thought you left for Europe just a few days ago. Don't tell me you've come back already. Did she miss her plane? She wanted to investigate some fingerprints outside the boarding area and she missed the plane.
Yep, and I brought my teacher from abroad too. He needed an interpreter, so I volunteered to help.
If your teacher cannot speak English, why aren't you with him right now?
He can still communicate with people. Just don't underestimate the importance of body language.
Is your teacher a dog or something?
That doesn't really count as a language.
Is this the voice I want to give Ema?
But enough about that. What happened to Kay? Is she alright?
My, what a good friend! Isn't this great, Kay? More high schoolers for Ray to hug. Yay.
Yeah. Who are you? Are you Mr. Edgeworth's new assistant?
On the contrary, my dear. I'm Ray Shields, head of the Edgeworth law offices.
Edgeworth? Law offices? Wait, you mean like defense attorneys? Mr. Edgeworth, when did you suddenly become a defense attorney?
No, it's not like that.
Now that I think about it, it's a rather complicated working relationship.
Don't sweat the details. Let's start with an introductory hug.
Why'd you become a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth?
Hey, don't just ignore me.
Because I don't approve at all.
You worked with Phoenix Wright. You don't like defense attorneys? Well, why don't we continue this conversation down below? I can't believe she just suddenly appeared when we needed to investigate an area. You think we're gonna luminol fingerprint? What?
That's right. The police could arrive any second now. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, who's she?
I'll explain later. First, we have to go down the hatch.
Okay. Guess I'll be joining the defense team?
I'll explain about that too. Clap, clap. Popping up. Miku, what's up? Well then, let's go to the storeroom. Toby continued. Thank you, Toby Maguire, for continuing. Let's make it happen, shall we? We got plenty of time left. Ema Sky. Back when she was all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and cared about scientific investigation. Oh my goodness. April 5th, 7:06 p.m. Where? Dunno. Nice 7th, Lilu. Nice 8th, Blade Vancer. Nice 9th, Condoriano. Nice 10th, Chibi Gamer. Nice bucket, Blade Vancer. It's pretty dark down here. I can't see a thing. Watch your footing, Ema.
Ah! I think I hit my head.
Okay, be careful not to slip. Take your time coming down.
Okay.
The light switch should be somewhere around here. Doesn't anybody have a smartphone? Just break out the flashlight. Defense bucket. Nani? This is... Why is this the evidence from the first game? Yo, the giant statue, the suitcase, the freaking iFly suitcase is right there. This is...
The hidden 51st floor. It's being used as a storeroom. We'll need to investigate it thoroughly.
What?
Mr. Edgeworth, please tell me about the case.
Right then, where should I begin?
I see. This is certainly a serious situation.
Why does she look like she's having so much fun?
Again, Edgeworth, you need to learn to have it yourself, man. For once.
Looks like you're in a bind, prosecutorial attorney Edgeworth.
I'm not a defense attorney, nor is there such thing as a prosecutorial attorney.
This looks like a job for science. Don't you worry. I've got everything here in my bag.
Are you sure you're up for this, Ima?
Of course. So, once again, it's good to be working with you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So many adventures that somebody who's just played the original trilogy would never have thought Ima would have. And I'm glad to be working with you as well. I mean, come to think of it, she does look like basically 2 years older than she was in Ace Attorney Rise from the Ashes. Like, almost like she looks like, you know, later. Nice detective hat. Were the PIC accumulating my old evidence to try and get rid of my badge? You think they were looking at me like this long ago? Somebody has it out for me, man. Ima Sky, age 18, high schooler studying in Europe. Why does Ray look so menacing in this photo? Can we just talk about that? Like, maybe not this one, but this one looks like he's up to something, man. Maybe it's the fedora. Plays the best. Weepy? Weepy. Oh, no. I like Bonnie's glasses. Look at that. Looks like we got ourselves another cute assistant. So, what's the plan? I have fun. I watch the Steel Samurai and play chess sometimes.
Edgeworth, you know there's other games than chess.
Yes, but I have a custom chess set. That's all I need. I can simulate my arguments in a courtroom all day. You can't do that with Dungeons and Dragons.
Actually, you can.
Oh, why don't you teach me sometime?
That lip looks pretty suspicious to me.
How's that? It looks like it goes down? To the PIC room? I am curious as well, but first we should investigate this room. Okay, if you find out anything, be sure to tell Uncle Ray.
And if I remember something, I'll let you know.
Yes, please do. Ima?
Roger, I'm ready to support.
Well then, let's begin the investigation. 51st floor storeroom. Oh, sorry, Ima. Sorry. Has there ever been... I guess there has. I just never noticed you could just push your assistant around. I should have been pushing Gumshoe. First of all, Ima. Here, have a look at...
Ask me anything you want.
Have a look at this badge. It's not my regular badge, but...
This is Kay's badge, right?
Yes, this is her precious badge. Though she doesn't seem to remember it herself.
Is that so? Huh. Maybe it doesn't have enough impact? How about I customize the badge a bit?
Put a camera inside her, maybe?
Let's spruce it up a little with pink ribbons and white feathers.
I appreciate the offer, but let's keep it like this for now.
Kay's memories would only become even more confused.
Wow, has my badge always had a can opener installed?
I wonder why Kay lost her memories. Maybe she saw something really shocking.
Indeed. She seems to have gotten herself involved in a murder case after all.
I also went through some pretty scary things in the past as well.
You know, blue badgers falling from the sky. custom chess set with Phoenix as the opposing king. You know it, Scribbles. Except, it's just a custom chess set with no king. It's just a blue pawn. That's seriously what he has in his room. You can inspect it and everything.
Thanks to my sister and everyone else who saved me, I can be who I am today. Mr. Edgeworth, we're definitely going to save Kay, okay?
Who's KOK? Yes, of course. You'd think Emo would, at least say Phoenix right out loud. Say his name! Say his name! She knows Edgeworth knows him.
Since Kay's the suspect, I can't just stay silent.
I feel the same way. For now, we should calm down and search for clues.
No. After thinking it through scientifically, I'd come up with an even better plan.
Oh, you know what? I'm figuring out her voice. It only took me 2 years. Velma Dinkley!
I'll just give Kay an extremely powerful electric shock to her head. And see if that will jumpstart her memories.
Well, that seems a bit... No, quite dangerous. I would prefer to go with my proposal to calm down and investigate this room.
Is that so? But in science, a bit of danger always comes with the territory.
That's not exactly what you would call a bit of danger.
Like, yeah, she'd come into like a radiation lab and start turning every gamma ray machine to full blast or something. Gotta turn herself into the inedible Hulk. Poor Gummy, you got that right, Miku. Ah! Wah! The Blue Badger? Yeah, Blue Badger, don't even worry about it. You should really finish Ace Attorney 1, Chibi Gamer. Oh my goodness, the Blue Badger's a good fella.
I came back here for a while as my teacher's translator, but normally I study in Europe. That's right, to become a super forensic scientist.
That's admirable. Endeavoring to learn is the duty of a student.
Yes, in order to excel in both academics and athletics, I've even taken up sports. For example, the competitions they have during sports day.
Oh? What sort of competitions he was referring to?
Unlike America, Europe has extremely tough, manly sports, and... Well, I'm sure you've heard of the War of the Eyeglasses at least.
What? What? The War of what? Also, this is a reference to Ace Attorney 1. I remember this. I remember. Was it Maya who specifically said, the War of the Eyeglasses, Nick? The War of the what?
I've never heard of it before in my life.
Excuse me? I didn't think they'd call back to that. Oh, now I want to know what the joke was in Japanese and see if they actually went back to see what it got localized to. The statue. It's Olmec. He's gonna tell you how to enter the Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
Yes, is it some sort of new fact?
No, this is evidence from a case that I was previously involved in. I believe it was called the Alice Red statue. There was supposed to be 2 of them, one real and one fake, but no matter which one this is, it's unnatural for it to turn up in a place like this.
Mr. Edgeworth, you've really seen a lot of cases. Huh?
What is happening? Ah! Lana, what are you doing here? This is just everybody's... Does everybody just follow me? Stop it. Stop it. You're gonna run out of film. Gotcha! Yippee-ki, yeah, I got me a scoop. Ugh, my eyes! Stop it! You ain't getting away from the Great Lotta's camera that easily. I reckon y'all must be criminals. I must nab 16 shots before y'all can even say cheese. We're not criminals. Yeah. Give me that Ace Attorney 1 auspicious people theme. Lot of heart, more like a lot of hair. It's good to see you again. I was wondering when she'd show up because the first case of this game has somebody who worked under Lotta Hart. Oh man, what's her name? Like Nikki or something? I need to make sure they have different voices. Really? You ain't fooling my camera of justice with those words. You, Huh? Here,
Ain't you that heinous prosecutor from back then?
Who you calling heinous? I mean, he was on the witness stand, in the defense chair.
This is Lotta Hart. She's a photographer I've dealt with during my past cases.
Dealt with.
I say her distinctive accent and her chatterbox mouth hasn't changed a bit.
Just look at that face. You're obviously up to no good.
It seems she has a bad impression of us.
Now it's time to pay your dues. Stay still while I photograph y'all.
Heinous rhymes with, famous. Yeah.
He only came here to investigate. Lies? You think you can fool me like that? Mr. Edgeworth, she's not listening at all.
Yeah, she does that. I think her hair's in her ears. She seems harmless. Let's just leave her be for now. She probably saw the roof on the news and came here immediately to see if anybody involved was snooping around. And the sad thing is she's right. Lisa! More evidence for past cases? Yeah, wait a minute, what? There's the baby samurai from Investigations 1.
What is it?
The item is displayed on the shelf here, if I recall correctly. Hold on, wait a minute. I see the Star of David over there. Kinda matches up with, this, don't it? The item is displayed on the shelf here, if I They're all evidence from past cases that I was involved with. What are they doing here? That Edgeworth specifically was involved with. Why does that mannequin got boobo? Is that where Justine Courtney keeps her dress when she's not being judge mode? Anyone else from the first game gonna appear? At this point, who hasn't appeared again in this series? Like, I don't know, freaking Marvin Grossberg? I mean, he appears in other games anyway, so that maybe doesn't count. Alright, okay. You want to surprise me? Ace Attorney Investigations 2? You want to really surprise me? Yeah, how about you bring back, just actually bring back Phoenix and Maya. Just have us actually interact with them. Huh? It's the only way. Was the candelabra from a previous case? Not that I can remember, that's the thing. Why do they have numbers? Are they being sold?
I guess that would make this place the PIC's evidence storeroom, huh?
These items should be kept in the care of the police.
Don't they keep evidence in the prosecutor's office?
Only for current trials, however, once a verdict has been reached, the evidence is transferred over to the police department and stored in the evidence room. So what's it doing here?
But it looks like the evidence has been stored here instead.
There's no point in worrying about it, but now I should try examining everything.
It looks like some of the evidence have tags in front of them. And there are numbers written on the tags.
Maybe they're the ID numbers of the evidence?
There's commas in them, though. They're totals or something. No, based on how large these numbers are and the nature of these items, I'd say... What, they're point values? You need 8,400 tickets to win the one-horned bull at Chuck E. Cheese? These are prices.
Now
Why is somebody buying my evidence?
prices? If that's the case... Wow, these are ridiculously expensive!
Nobody said that they were yen. Actually, if they are yen, that'd be fine. Like 84 bucks.
He seems more concerned with the high prices than the legality of this whole affair. The evidence on display. I should inspect every nook and cranny.
Hold on 1 second. Before I accidentally, like, miss the chance to talk to Lotta, let's talk to Lotta. So, what are y'all old folks doing in a suspicious place like this? Oh, you know, on the lam, proving innocence, collecting evidence. The usual. I was about to ask you the very same question. Why are you here?
For the people of the world, and for myself. I'm a social justice photographer after all.
A social justice photographer? Well, you post your stuff to the twitter.coms?
So I gotta take photo after photo after photo for my big scoop.
It seems I won't be able to talk to her normally when she's like this.
It's like logic chess, but without the logic. Or the chess. Alright, well, let's inspect the area that looks like a candelabra belongs. That looks like a safe. What is this? Ink and a lamp. Both are evidence that I've handled before. I don't recognize the lamp.
Why is all this stuff here linked to you?
Oh wait, is that from Ace Attorney 3? I haven't played 3 in so long. Can we throw a lot off the building? Unfortunately not. Her hair would function like a parachute. It would absorb air as it falls, and she'd just float down like a freaking dandelion. Many of the items here are for objects I've handled just a short while ago, but it's probably only a coincidence that they're all collected here.
Coincidence? I never thought I'd hear you say that word, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's my new thing. Instead of contradictions, I only do coincidences now. Pair of hair. No matter how improbable, if it fits with the facts, then we must accept it as the truth. Sherlock Holmes said that. Do you know Sherlock Holmes? Big fan. Isn't it the same with science?
Aha! We should discuss science in detail someday, Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't get her started. What happens if Lotta's hair is wet? Then what happens is it dries out as she's falling? And then it's even better at absorbing air because it's more voluminous. You know, it's like she just took a shower. Also, thank you for the pompadour. Just like that. Just like that. It looks like some of the evidence has tags in front of... Oh, I already saw that one. There are numbers written on the tags. Maybe they're the... Why am I not able to skip this? I'm inspecting the booba. You can't stop me. It's for the case. Examine the booba.
This mannequin! I've got it! According to my scientific reasoning, this is something you encountered in one of your past cases, right?
No, it's not. This is the first time I've seen this mannequin. You just don't remember, Edgeworth.
It seems completely unrelated to the other objects in this room. There's no price tag in front of this mannequin here either. So then, why is it here?
Maybe there were clothes that were involved with the past case?
That's strange. Only this one spot is empty. But it still has a price tag, just like all the others.
Indeed. Furthermore, there's a part of this cloth that is not covered in dust. Perhaps something was placed here not so long ago.
I see. It sure seems like it. But what could it have been?
This star-shaped mark in the dust. I wonder, could it be related to a certain piece of evidence?
Well, let's just deduce it out. Squeeze out the deductions. Oh, I'm wondering though. Maybe this is a past case of Edgeworth's, but it's so long ago that nobody who's played the games know about it. Like, think of it this way. What if it's from the case that involves Sir Handogan? Huh? Like, what if it's a Sir Handogan special, and that's why it's so dusty? It's been here for years. This dust pattern matches up perfectly with the base of the candelabra. It's likely that the killer got the candelabra from this very storeroom.
Does that mean the candelabra was also a piece of evidence?
It's quite possible, however, that is not the issue here. The murder weapon originally came from this storeroom. You must keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Blade. If there's a layer of dust, the candelabra at least has to have been here a while. Because I would imagine if it got moved from, say, evidence storage to here, anytime recently, there wouldn't be dust on it. Unless they somehow preserved the dust. I don't know why you would. Someone paid 240 yen for that. I can only assume. Maybe it's dollars. Maybe the localizers like re-edited the files. The images.
Don't you think it's kind of creepy how all these masks are lined up in such a dark place?
Ima, are you not good with horror movies?
No way! Horror movies are so unscientific.
So she's scared of him.
Steel Samurai! What the heck is that depressed looking samurai? I won't rest until I've crannied the nooks. There's one missing. Oh, look at the blue badgers. Evil magistrate. There's blue badger, bad badger. I forget what the pink one was. The pink badger, of course, yes. If these are all made of cheap plastic, yeah, it's probably the Jabba Ninja one. I mean, it would fit, because it's with the pink princess and steel samurai ones.
This mask is the mysterious global hero, Onion Kobon.
I have never heard of that man in my life. What are they gonna somehow retroactively pull a reference to the, was it the Featherman dude from Ace Attorney 6? Why are you so surprised?
Mr. Edgeworth, don't you know? Everything about this show is shrouded in mystery. From the production company to the broadcast times, even the merchandise is hard to find.
Like a little Mandela effect, like the show never happened?
Wouldn't that mean that the company simply went bankrupt?
Oh, that would definitely make it cost so much. That's not what I meant to do. Roo. Bunnies? Oh, you know. We're looking for dust bunnies.
It's Captain Saipan. He's really popular in Europe.
Haru, do you recognize any of these tokusatsu heroes? I think some of them may be off-brand. A little bit. Saipan?
All the kids and even the adults dress up like him.
I think the flower on his head would be a little too much.
Was that a flower? I thought it was like old grandma hair. Ultraman?
What TV show are these masks from?
I'm not very familiar with it, but I believe it's called The Students of the Starry School. You know it, Edgeworth. Don't lie. You probably tried to watch any sort of like crossover episode with the Steel Samurai. They probably had one. You know, the guy on the bottom left. Oh? How about that? Each member of the class is a hero of justice.
So I guess those red and white caps are part of their school uniforms? And maybe the number of eye slits on the mask corresponds to their class rankings? See, the one on the left is ranked number 1, and the one that's on the right is number 2, and so on.
Oh, I see. That's how it works.
If that's the case, the student with the lowest rank would have a mask full of holes.
I guess we'll have to watch the show to find out.
Is that a movie night, Edgeworth? Just all the young girl assistants watching TV over at Edgeworth's place. Totally. Just don't invite Ray. Please don't. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai.
The Nickel Samurai always seemed kind of smug by comparison,
He looks kind of depressed, actually.
and his slender build doesn't look cool at all. I definitely prefer the Steel Samurai.
It seems she has good taste.
Stop! Stop!
Oops. Here we go. That's what character should have been in a crossover fighting game. They should have had the Steel Samurai in Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Various masks are placed here. There's even one of the Steel Samurai.
Indeed, these are fairly high-quality replicas.
No, they're not. They're plastic.
Scientifically speaking, it's just a bunch of random masks.
It certainly does look like a hodgepodge collection of masks. This hook is... It looks like a hook to a...
It looks like a hook to hang a mask from.
I wonder what mask used to be here.
When you think of the heroines from the Steel Samurai universe, she's the first to come to mind.
That's right! I love the Pink Princess too!
Ima, you watch this kind of show?
Yeah, of course! You like it too, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just a fan of Will Powers' work, that's all. He's a friend of mine. We've met in court.
Really? Since you had a Steel Samurai figure in your office, I thought for sure.
So even Emma has noticed it.
You know, it's kind of big, dude. That's like definitely bigger than a perfect grade Gundam. Pretty good. Oh, don't tell me all of these are for sale. Aru finally finished your V2 model. Oh, is it final V2 V3 this time? Or is it the final parentheses 1 version. Just change it every day. Change it every day and nobody will know what to expect. Like, there's a VTuber, PingTuber that I know of. Her name is Rada the Mouse. She has like so many different costumes for different games she plays and just for like everyday use. Like, it's cool. It's cool that she just ended up making that many. I don't really know her that well, but I know her through Zalfira and Let's Play J. Pretty cool streamer. Pretty cool, I think. Outfit 2 and toggle them. There you go. Variety. I like it. Can we get more nerd Edgeworth? We gotta. If only we knew a fanfiction writer out there who could fulfill our every dream. Ho ho ho. These are murder case files.
Huh? What are those doing here?
By all rights, they should be kept at the prosecutor's building or the courthouse. But it would seem that someone has removed them. Something is afoot, and we are none the wiser.
Well, either way, I'm feeling the deuce coming on. Now let's drop this deuce all over.
Eureka! The jamming ninja mask that Kay had with her. Perhaps it was originally attached to this hook.
That sounds plausible, scientifically speaking. In other words, Kay came here?
It's quite likely, but for what purpose?
Maybe she was going to steal something from this place.
A great thief who steals the truth, huh? No, I don't think we can answer that question at this time.
Huh. I didn't get any logic from it. I wonder why. Like, the deduction was right. It's no longer there. Maybe I'm supposed to see that later. The Mr. Monkey Head? Oh my god, they lugged this thing all the way up here? Remember, they had to use a crane to lift this thing. So what, nobody noticed a crane lifting it on the top of a 50-story building? To be fair, there are cranes on top of tall buildings all the time in LA. Like, you go downtown, they're everywhere. Bank of America Tower or whatever, or Citibank Tower. Somebody bought it! You're right! It's sold! Oh, so look at the back. The Gumshoe made that! That's the Blue Badger! Hey, get him out of here! He doesn't belong here!
What's this? It looks like a giant head.
If I recall, this is the head of Mrs. Monkey. No, Mr. Monkey! Getting him wrong all the time, Edgeworth.
I believe it was from a case I was involved with in the past.
Very long time ago.
It's impressive how they were able to get such a large object into this room.
Huh. Mrs. Monkey, huh? It doesn't really have a nice ring to it. Maybe you remember the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth.
Impossible.
That can't be true.
If y'all were doubting whether or not this was an Ace Attorney fan's just fan service dream.
There's a huge stack of money piled up here. How unrefined.
They're all $100 bills. Talk about big bucks.
Is this like the collections, or is this like somebody about to buy something?
So how many times your yearly salary do you think this is worth?
I don't think this is like even 1 times. Edgeworth gets paid the big bucks.
Leave my salary out of this?
Edgeworth, come on. Talk about your salary. Make sure there's equality in the workplace. Make sure everybody gets paid fair. I mean, frickin' John DiMaggio made sure all the voice actors for Futurama returning got paid fair. And he only did it because he was able to talk about it. So, don't shy away from it, y'all. Get paid right.
There's a transceiver sitting next to all these trophies.
It seems they were lined up together on purpose.
Looks like it's still got batteries in it. Might come in handy later, so I'll pick them up for now.
That's evidence.
I'll be sure to put it to good use before I turn it into the police.
That sounds just like a certain great thief would say.
They really are just the same person.
Whoa! Talk about bad taste. I've never seen such a gaudy desk before.
It's a desk. What's wrong with it? Is it from IKEA? That's what this place is. This is just the IKEA warehouse. You just gotta go all the way to the end before you can actually buy the furniture.
Just what kind of person would use something like this?
The tabletop is being supported by 4 naked men. The design is quite painful to look at.
Wait! Wait! That's Red White's desk!
It certainly is in poor taste.
Maybe this is also related to one of your past cases.
No, none of the cases I handled involved a person with such bad taste.
Or at least I hope not.
You just never saw it, Edgeworth. Aw, crap, that's bringing back memories. Yo, there's a blue badger mobile down there.
Scientifically speaking, this must be a wooden icebox. This chain is tied around it to keep the cold from escaping. Probably.
No, Emma, wouldn't this be a costume trunk? It's made from wood that repels bugs in order to protect the clothes inside.
Ah, I see. Of course, that's another possible theory. If your clothes are stored in a cold place, it would be nice and cool to wear in the summer.
I guess she's sticking to her icebox theory.
Has anyone heard of the trick where, like, if your jeans are not dirty, but they're also, like, a little bit used, you can stick them in the freezer so they don't, you can use them again and they don't smell as bad? I knew somebody who did that, but I'm like, why don't you just wash your clothes, man? Just toss them in the washing machine. It's only like $3. From the price tags attached to the pieces of evidence and the huge stash of cash, it's clear that the buying and selling of evidence was being carried out here. That seems legal. You vaguely remember a giant painting behind the desk. So that's where Marvin's painting went. Like, he never got it back after that case, I wondered.
In the hidden 51st floor, evidence was being trafficked. This clearly means something.
It seems further investigation is needed about the dealings that went on in this place.
If only there was a witness, we could just ask them.
A witness?
That's a lot of a stretch, but maybe. Goes for any clothes. The cold kills most odor-producing bacteria. I guess, like, if your clothes aren't actually dirty, that's a way to be like, well, the washing machine, maybe it's broken or something. Just a little trick. Information. Drew's getting close to beating Metal Gear? Like the game or the boss? Because once you beat the boss, there's a little bit more after that, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I gotta, He has one more hit. Hold on. 1 second, everybody. Let me just sneak peek. Can we get a shout out for Drewby in the chat? I just wanna see if he makes it. Oh, he did it! He did it! Let me just type out in this chat. GG, Mr. Drew. I can't hear him, but oh my goodness, oh my dang. I'm gonna keep that tab open just to see how he reacts to what's after. But heck freaking yeah. Nice. Shark, you had one job. I told you to tell me when he was getting close to beating it. That's okay, you came by anyway. Alright, back to the game.
I wonder what Miss Hart came here to do.
Play Metal Gear Solid, apparently. You know, back when Edgeworth prosecuted Hideo Kojima. Of course, Phoenix Wright got him declared innocent, but, you know, they had to keep a copy of Metal Gear Solid on the in the evidence.
Armed with such a nice camera, it looks like she was after something.
We know that the trading of evidence had taken place here. There's a place that she was after that may be related to that. There's a chance to what she was after was maybe related to that.
I don't really want to, but let's hear what she has to say.
Verily, I agree. Verily? Yes, ergo.
Especially about the not wanting to part.
Man. Alright, Lana. Tell me the deets. So why did you come here?
For the people of the world and for myself. I'm a social justice photographer after all. Social justice?
Then allow me to guess the reason why you came here. Was it perhaps to expose the illegal evidence trafficking?
Oh, I get it. You were trying to get a scoop on the secret dealings.
Huh? Y'all know that much already? We're just guessing, but thanks for confirming.
Well, I reckon there ain't no reason to hide it no more. My sources tell me that there's some kind of black market auction being held around these parts.
Auction? How many people can fit in this room? What did you say? So then, all this evidence here is here.
Clear the goods for the auction. There's a lot of dirty money flying around here. I wanted to try and cash it with my own two eyes. My sources gave me a whole bunch of info, but I figure just hearing about it ain't enough. Seeing is believing after all. So I've been staking out the place from behind this here statue since yesterday.
You've been behind this statue for an entire day. Did you see Kay here? Did you push her into the hole? What's going on? When did you find this, Lotta?
The auction took place late last night and went on till early morning. That must be. Here's the thing. Kay's precious memory.
I bet it might have something to do with maybe one of Edgeworth's past cases. And they were talking about how, like, evidence should be in the evidence storage. Where is it? Where did it go? It disappeared.
It must have been here.
I'm sus. I'm sus right here. Sup, Syzygy Puns? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight.
The auction took place late last night and went.
A murder on the night of the black market auction. Could the two events be related?
This is Lotta, this is her theme, even though this is the theme of Ace Attorney 1's generic cheerful person theme. But now it's associated with Lotta B, cause most everyone else associated with the theme got sent to jail, so that means she gets it by default. That badge is...
It's the genuine badge of the Itagarasu. Perhaps we could trade some information.
Not a chance. The Itagarasu ain't nothing but yesterday's biscuits. I need something with more impact. That there badge won't sure have nothing interesting.
Stir things up. Don't tell me you intend to spread false information.
I think I like to call it alternate truths instead.
Oh no. Not you too, Lotta.
Don't be dragging my name in through the mud. I just want to spice things up a bit. Maybe dress it up a little and add some juicy bits here and there.
Can't just add information, yo.
You shouldn't compromise your stories with fabrications, Miss Hart.
Jeez. Jammin' Ninja, do you like it or not?
Let me just say, if you're trying to grab my interest, you gotta bring me something that actually smells like a scoop.
Ah, no interest. Thank you, you pass. Yeah, so all we really know about the missing memory of Kay's is that it has something to do with her father. It was evidence and it went missing, so hey, here's a bunch of evidence. I wonder if it's related. But that would mean it has something to do with both Kay's father and Edgeworth. Assuming everything in this room has to do with Edgeworth. It's so specific. Auction. Up for red, thanks for the mustache. I should shave. Oop. Oh, did y'all see, just speaking of Charles Martinet, by the way, thanks for reminding me. Is it Martinet or Martinet? Charles himself says Martinet, so I believe that. He's one of the dub voices for a character in a Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball Super movie that just came out. And then, it's really funny, during the premiere, he showed up, well, this is the character. And then during the premiere, Charles actually, let me get this real quick. Charles actually showed up in cosplay as the character. What a legend, man. Oh, it's a me, Charles Martinet. Woohoo. Look at that. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I've heard good things. Dude. Without context, you just see like Charles Martinet just wearing this flashy suit with a gold chain. Look, this just needs to be his drip every single day. Freaking legend, man. Really. Hey Lotta, you want to hear info about Gordy? If the Atagarasu is yesterday's pancakes, then what is Gordy? Who knows?
Black market dealings in the Grand Tower. Guess I really hit the mother lode this time.
Were all the items in the auction pieces of evidence?
There was some normal stuff too, like stolen art and the like.
I wouldn't consider
Stolen art to be normal.
I reckon the evidence was the star of the show here. These folks are law fanatics, trying to get their hands on the latest goods from the police. So that's what you wanted to get pictures of, Miss Hart? Pretty much. They were meeting right under this very storeroom, so I watched it from up here.
under the store in the PIC room? Is that all the PIC is? Just evidence sale? Shadow Storm Rider, thanks for the tongues. How you doing? How you doing, Phoenix Shadow Storm Exidium Rider? You said you were here since yesterday. Did you witness the entire event?
It was a black market auction after all. They followed a fairly detailed procedure. First, the participants entered the storeroom from the viewing platform one at a time.
Huh.
When they got in, they each took one of the masks on the wall over there to stay anonymous. Funny thing about those masks, they're all equipped with voice changers. Itty bitty ones.
Even this one?
That way they wouldn't be recognized. They wanted to protect their anonymity.
Anonymity. Close enough. Close enough. I'll give a pollo to that. Pollo.
You mean their anonymity? Yeah, that's it. Their anonymity.
I think you just messed it up even worse.
Why not just say identity and make things easier for all of us?
After putting on the mask, they go down the lift.
Come on, Lada. We need your witness. Make it accurate this time. I know how you are. We don't want an innocent person to go to jail.
After putting on the mask, they go down the lift, and the next fella would come right in.
So that way, no one person would see each other. I guess they're maybe scheduled to come by one. Huh. I wonder who manages the schedule. If they've been collecting Edgeworth's evidence and the old woman said was true about Miles getting the boot, wouldn't that technically make his evidence more valuable? Oh yeah, limited edition. They're not producing any more of this Edgeworth evidence. Gotta put collector certificates on them, make them into NFTs. No frickin' thanks.
On the way back, it was the exact same thing, but in reverse. They come up one by one, return the mask, and head back up out the storeroom.
Yo, that's not where the mask wall is. That diagram did not match up.
Wow, that's pretty thorough.
How many participants were there?
11 people altogether. I counted each of them as they made their way down.
There's no way people wouldn't notice everyone coming up to the 50th floor. People notice coming down a storage hatch.
I'll have you know, I wasn't just laid up behind this statue the entire time.
Are you sure it's the only thing big enough to hide your hair?
Then where were you in the beginning?
In the beginning of time, there was a big bang.
The beginning? Well, don't you worry yourself about that, you hear?
So she was hiding behind the statue the entire time.
Liar. Liar, Lada.
I watched the folks coming in while working in the shadows. All secret agent-like.
Lada be like exclamation point lurk. What year does this game take place? Well, Ace Attorney 1, just to give you an idea, takes place in 2016. You know, the far-off future year of 2016. I think this game takes place in 2019? Yeah, they said that before. This takes place 2019. Not here, but it's like... Wait, maybe this has a year on it. No, it just has regular date. But they said like, oh, 18 years ago, 2001. Yeah, so this is 2019.
Note to self, secret agents like to lurk in the... And then they use that lift over there to get down to the auction site. After after they all went down. I watched the whole thing from the lift.
That lift stayed down this entire time.
No, it came back up. Well, there's a tiny gap in the floor there. There's a bit of space between the floor and the lift platform, you see. So I could see just about everything that was going on down there.
Then, did you see the person who was conducting the auction? If they were smart, they were probably conducting it from like a remote location through a video screen, like Monokuma or something.
Huh? Well, yeah, you betcha I did.
She didn't.
What kind of story would this be if I didn't know who the conductor was?
The conductor, huh? Seems I'll need to ask her for more details.
Like it's a title? No, she just made it up, man. Here, look at my badge. I already showed you, though. Here, look at this voice changer mask. Here, look at K. I'm just trying to see if there's like a funny interaction somehow. Here, look at these masks. You know, just so I don't miss anything. I'm sorry, I just felt like doing that. For what reason, I don't know. Do you have any more information about this so-called conductor?
Hey-yo.
You know, I came here to get me a scoop. What makes you think I'll give up my info to y'all willy-nilly?
Basically, what you're saying is you don't know. Yep, yeah, exactly.
Ah, I see. So that's why she won't answer. What can I say? I couldn't even tell how old they were, or if they were a guy or a gal, or a non-binary pal.
Can you tell me what the person was wearing at the time?
They had on a white jacket with a purple flower, and they were wearing white gloves.
Oh, well then, sounds like the victim to me.
But you know, that don't mean much when I have no earthly clue who they really are. So the conductor's identity was hidden, just like the participants. What was Jill doing selling evidence?
I hope this was like an undercover sting. Like, she was conducting the sales, but like tracking each and every one of them so that she could report them. Or maybe like waiting for the day that Kay's evidence would appear in the auction so that she could take it for herself.
What?
Look, a ghost. Where?
Oh my god.
So, the conductor's identity was hidden just like the participants? That's right. They had on a mask and voice changer just like everyone else.
What kind of mask did this person wear?
It was a Zervan mask, I reckon.
A Tuda what? A Zerva de Burba? A Zordon?
Zervan? What in blazes is that supposed to be? Mr. Edgeworth, you don't know about Zervan?
Looks like Zervan knows a bit too much about everything. I'm not typing in Drooby Stream, seeing as how he's in the final battle with Liquid Snake or anything like that. Don't even worry about it. Zervan. All right, let's see what Zervan's all about. They kind of look like they're inspired by like native Mexican art, something like that. I don't know.
He's the sworn enemy of global hero Onyankopan. Zervan, the ruler of time. Seriously, who hasn't heard of him?
Most people, I'd imagine.
You just don't know current trends, Edgeworth. You're behind the times. Since the conductor wore a mask, I assume you were not able to see their face?
Not even a teeny weeny bit. And after I came all this way for my big scoop. This whole story's turning out to be nothing but fool's gold.
Dun dun dun. Hey! conductor's clothes. Jot it down. Come on, Edgeworth, put it together. Use your logic. Use your logic. Beautiful, mate. If technology allows it, the auction could be done online. Yeah, I wonder how they'd avoid leaving a paper trail, though. PIC could get a hold of the evidence moved. Yeah, I don't know. It's gotta be something on, like, the deepest, darkest bits of the web, you know? All in code, in, like... It looks like a message board about flower arrangement or something. And, like, the code is like, oh, the posies look lovely today. And that's code for, like, meet at Saturday at 11 p.m. The auction will take place. You know?
That set of clothes seems familiar. Perhaps I should show her that piece of evidence.
Not the purple flower? Alright, the autopsy report.
You said the conductor wore a white jacket and a purple flower and white gloves?
That's right. They sure look spiffy for a criminal mastermind.
Miss Hart, did they look anything like this?
Hey, that's it. That's the conductor. Oh, your horses. Are you telling me the conductor's dead?
She is the victim of a case we are investigating.
Her name is Jill Crane. Have you heard of her?
I thought his name was Robert Paulson. Wrong movie.
I can't say I have. She was a lady, huh? What kind of gal dresses like that? She'll get her kicks by fooling me into thinking she's a guy.
That's not the point, Lotta.
I doubt her intention was to deceive you. Settling that aside, we have established something of major import. The victim was the conductor of the black market auction.
I see. So the conductor was killed. Then that might explain...
Explain what, Miss Hart?
Might explain who would have it out for her. But also the very existence of this room means that the prosecution's argument that, oh, whoever went in here must have killed her, that just throws everything out the window. Because there's another way to enter the PIC room. Through here, through the lift down. So, like, who knows who was here?
Explain what, Miss Hart?
No, it's not honest. Miss Hart, you clearly sounded suspicious just now.
Doesn't she?
And I'm telling you, I ain't. Oh, can't be.
Sorry, were you trying to say something?
No, I ain't. I said nothing. Please don't be like that. Just tell us. How many times do I gotta tell y'all? I'm a journalist. Information is what pays the bills. I can't just go around spouting everything I know. I've already said too much. I got nothing left to say to y'all. And then, what if I found some fingerprints for you? Oh, what good would that do with me? I don't want your dusty old prints.
No, fingerprints.
I don't think so. Why don't you two follow my example and do some investigating on your own? Ooh, I guess you won't tell us anything.
Not to worry, Emma. Just leave it to me. I have a certain method of drawing out information from those who wish to hide it.
Oh no, we're gonna be playing logic chess. Edgeworth brings out his rooks and knights, and then Lotta comes out with frickin', I don't know, backgammon. Like, what is this? You're playing on my turf now, son. This is how we do it in the South.
If my opponent's lips are sealed, I will be the one to unseal them. Let us begin.
Just brings out a freaking, like, chainsaw.
Unseal them manually.
Fingerprints? But he's dead. Well. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Jill dressed androgynously just to keep things ambiguous. Lotta, you know what happens. You know how this works. You can't keep a secret for your dang life. And you know what? The first game didn't have anything like the ManokAdobo or anything to draw out secrets. You just suck at lying. So this is just gonna be even easier for Edgeworth.
Fire.
First, let's analyze my opponent's demeanor.
You call me meaner? I ain't mean or nothing. I ain't telling you nothing, so quit wasting my time.
She seems rather impatient, as if she's trying to cut off the conversation. I must be careful with my time. I won't have long to consider my responses. I'm almost certain that she's hiding something from me. That's where I'll begin my attack.
Now, time for the first move. Knight to d7. Is that even a legal move? Give me the information. Give me the cheeseburger. No, I don't want that.
Don't you think you're overacting a bit? Let's just calm down.
I'm always calm. Now leave me alone. A real journalist always keeps her cool.
Speaking of journalists, of which you are not, have I something interesting to tell you. A few days ago, I met another self-proclaimed journalist. She spoke with an accent quite similar to your own.
She spoke like me. Then maybe it was
your sister. No.
Nicole Swift.
Yeah, Nicole Swift. For some reason, I thought like Nikki Swift.
She had a distinct way of speaking, one very much like your own. Furthermore, she said that she had a mentor. Could she have been referring to you?
Oh, so you know Nicole. Well, ain't that a fun little coinky-dink? Where'd y'all meet? Wait. No, stop trying to get me to spill the beans. Phew, that was a close call.
Seems she lets down a guard when she talks about Miss Swift.
Oh, student? Or maybe she's your girlfriend. Ho! Ho! It's okay, you're in Los Angeles.
This could be a useful clue. Let's calm down, talk this over. I've run this line of questioning to its conclusion.
Oh. The last thing that she said was to be angry, so I thought I still had to wait. I want you to tell me everything that you know right now. Well, this is gonna go nowhere.
No way, Jose.
Oh, there's no accent on that, so it's like she said,
No way, Jose. I ain't spilling my guts to someone I had no connection with.
but haven't we been through so much together, Lotta? Remember the case where I didn't murder someone, and then the whole time with the thing? Perhaps I should use that clue. I'm an acquaintance of your apprentice. What? Excuse me? Drew accidentally closed Metal Gear? Oh no, how did he do that? What? He was in the final battle, how did he quit? Oh my god, I'm seeing it right now. Sad time. Sag.
You say I have no connection with you, Miss Hart, but don't we have a mutual acquaintance with your apprentice?
Game over and accidentally hit quit. Oh, he didn't save. I don't even know if you can save during that part.
Oh, well, that's polio. I reckon it would be mighty cruel of me to give Nicole's friends the cold shoulder.
Then why don't you share with us what you know?
Well, when you put it like that, I guess I could let you in on my secret. No, I can't fall for your nasty tricks. No, sirree.
Your skoo.
Your skoo? Oh, why does this seem so wrong? Your skoo, huh?
If y'all follow me on Twitter, your skoo? Just posted.
No, just forget it. Ain't nothing important.
Do you have a scooter? Look, I know that this is wrong. Just hoping that maybe Logic Chess has some funny lines here and there. They don't. What are y'all yapping about? All you're doing is wasting my time. Oh, wasted remark. Miss Hart is getting increasingly impatient, as if she's trying to cut off the conversation. I must be careful with my time. I won't have long to consider my responses. You really can't get anything wrong. Let's calm down. Yeah! No! Just because I wanted funny answers. That is the first Logic Chess I've actually failed. I've had enough of your time-wasting shenanigans. You best skedaddle now. Oh! Wow. That's what happens? That's what happens when you fail Logic Chess? You just got a little slap on the wrist? Oh, okay. I thought it'd be much worse. I thought I'd have to, like, start over from the beginning. Shoot, I messed up. I can't give up now. I have to stand my ground. Now let's try this again. Round 2, best 2 of 3. Oh, I don't even have the clues from before, huh? Alright. Well, you know, gives me more time to skip text while I watch Drewby stream. I may be pulling a Larry. I clicked the wrong thing. Oops. You're pulling a Larry, son. You're pulling a Larry. Give me the cheeseburger. Crap. Wait and see. Do 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 do. Deja vu. I just been in this place before, higher in the streets, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you, and your love is a mystery. Do you have a scoop? Such a slip of the tongue. It's hardly becoming of a journalist. You have a scoop, don't you? Now, tell us what it is. I can't believe of all the people to beat me in Logic Chess, it was Lotta. To be fair, in regular chess, if your opponent just stops playing and flips the board, I guess they'll believe they won. Alright, you got me. I had me a perfect scoop. I'm telling you what it is. I ain't gonna sell the story to a publisher. I am gonna sell the story to a publisher. The information she's hiding could be vital to the investigation. I need to make her talk. Next, I will press her on the contents of her scoop. Can I heal? Yes, thank you. She may be quick to lose her temper, but she's even quicker to loosen her tongue. Phrasing? She is not a difficult opponent. She just is impatient. That didn't count. I didn't lose. No, I win. I've got power-up Super Saiyan times 1,000. You can't beat me. She's not a difficult opponent. Now to extract the information I need. Incident? Does your story pertain to an incident of some kind? Well, maybe it does, and maybe it doesn't. That's hardly a clear answer. Why you always hollering at me? I ain't done nothing wrong. I just snuck in to do some investigating. Some investigative reporting. You were trespassing. You didn't do anything wrong. That's a bold statement, considering you're currently trespassing on private property. Well, never the mind that I am also doing it. She doesn't know I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Would win an argument, her or the best? Oh, please, don't put me in the room with that conversation. It would go on for hours. Oh! Hey, you're doing it too. Well, I guess the prosecutor's got the right to investigate wherever they please. I probably shouldn't mention anything about the current state of my employment. Yeah, I was just talking about that. There are far worse people in the world, you know. I reckon I'm a saint compared to folks who murder. I never said murder. Considering what you just mumbled, is it possible that your scoop has something to do with a murder incident? Murder? On my train? I was only talking in general terms just now. I mean, anyone who looked like a bag of roses compared to a murderer, right?
Sounds like you're just making excuses to me.
All I did was gather info on the black market auction. A murder incident? I don't know nothing about that. I ain't seen or heard nothing.
I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another remember check.
Why I say it like that?
Turn into a square sheet, dude.
Does this scoop of yours have something to do with the black market auction? What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about that. We're literally standing in its room.
Weren't you in the middle of infiltrating the black market auction?
The only logical conclusion is that your story has something to do with it. You ain't getting any answers from me. I didn't hear nothing. Did you hear something at the auction?
You didn't hear.
What exactly? Did you hear something during the auction? No, that's... I just heard a weird sound is all. I didn't hear nothing except for what I heard. Oops. Ain't even worth mentioning in my article. Just forget about it. The sound of a screeching cat arguing with the floor.
There's no question. Something happened during that black market auction. You heard a strange sound. This could be a useful clue.
Get Herlock Sholmes out here. He's on the case. Is your scoop about murder? Oh boy, here I go prosecuting murder again. Use the clue. Ooh, it's a bishop. Didn't you say you heard something strange during the auction? If it stuck out to you that much, it must not have been a sound that you would normally hear. The sound of a scoop? For example, the screams of a murder victim? Oh, how do you keep figuring out everything so quick? Can't do it without the help of those that I'm talking to. That is for sure. That's right. I stumbled upon a murder in the middle of my stakeout. Please, don't make me say any more. This is the biggest scoop I had in a while. The murder that she overheard. It's most likely the same incident that we're currently investigating. This is bound to be a crucial scoop. I'll finish this by confirming the credibility of her scoop. She has nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. For in the evidence room, we are inside. She cannot run here, she cannot run there, she cannot run anywhere. It's time to deal the final blow. Did you really stumble upon a murder? Y'all calling me a liar? Them's fighting words. I'm a bona fide journalist. I would never publish lies in my articles. Never, huh? You want to say that in a court of law? Never, huh? Oh my god, the eyes are still on there. Faster and more accurate than anyone. That's my motto.
A motto, huh? This could be a useful clue. I should keep it in mind. Tell me the truth. I know you're still hiding something from me.
I ain't hiding nothing from nobody. I already done told you everything I know.
I don't have enough clues to proceed.
I don't have enough stews. I'm just thinking. Tell me what you know about the murder incident in full detail, but thank you. Egg. Well, my memory ain't what it used to be. Not much I can talk about. I ain't the most attentive gal in the world, you see. You kind of need that for your job of being a journalist, ma'am. How about you, rethink your career choices? Use that clue. I'd hardly expect a bona fide journalist to be so inattentive. Didn't you just say your motto was to be faster and more accurate than anyone, to protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to denounce the evils of truth and love, to extend your reach to the stars above? Something like that? Oh, well, that's... As I expected, the credibility of your information is suspect. But I know what I heard. I even got proof. You have proof? Proof of what? You have proof? How is that possible? Explain yourself at once. My favorite part of logic chess is how this is just a conversation that Edgeworth is having with a normal person. To Edgeworth, it's this whole game of being impatient and using clues and whatnot. But in regular Ace Attorney, this would play out as just talking to the person. At the most, a Magatama segment with Phoenix, but it's still just talking to them. I got me some wait, you heard that? Well, I was just talking to myself. Y'all just go on and pay no mind.
It seems she's still hiding something. This is an important clue. I'll need to use it effectively.
Edgeworth, just James in a different timeline. Congratulations, you realize that I'm using James as one of my bases for the mid-Atlantic accent. Except a little bit less of the floweriness that James has, let's say. Prepare for trouble and make it double. You know, James with his whole like that laugh. I will never get that laugh out of my head. Drew say during the liquid fight, Ye better. Wow, nice save. I'm just like keeping up even though I'm not even like actually watching the stream. Tell me the truth. I know you're still hiding something from me. I ain't hiding nothing from nobody, no way, no how. No, daggum, I'm telling you what, man, like telling that Boomhauer voice, man, I'm telling you what. Perhaps I should use that clue. You still haven't told me everything. Meow? That's right. That's just Kay Faraday. She's got the Meowth accent. No, it's Gumshoe. He's got a Brooklyn accent. Isn't there something you haven't told me yet? You have evidence regarding the incident you witnessed. Something definitive enough to publish in an article. What in tarnation? Let me off the hook already. Fine, I'll tell you everything. I'll even show you the photo I took if you stop harassing me. That good enough for you?
Checkmate.
What in the tarnation you mean? We ain't playing no checkers.
That's not... You don't checkmate it. Whatever.
Tell us the truth, or the hair gets it. Just threaten her with hair-cutting shears. I lost. I really lost. The mouth of the South has been defeated. Don't... Oh, God, don't say that. Don't say it like that.
Now then, it's time to come clean. Tell us everything that you know about your skoo.
I was watching the auction, gathering info for my story.
Jimmy Hart? Yeah, something like that.
You didn't just watch, though. You got shocking photos, too, right? Oh, a little while after the auction started.
Someone wanted a bid, and the conductor banged the gavel. Gavel? They have a gavel? I guess if they're an auctioneer. Someone hollered, "We'll finish the deal upstairs," or something like that. That ain't good, I thought to myself as I hurried back to hide behind a statue. Did you see whoever came up? Not quite, but I reckon the feller that came up was the winner of the bid. I could smell the buttery aroma of big fat wads of cash. Butter? Butterfield? The mouth of Sauron? You mean the eye of Sauron? Just random body parts of Sauron just scattered all around Mordor. Ew.
Buttery aroma? I can't imagine that at all.
Well, Edgeworth, you keep all your money in the bank, like a normal person. I reckon this room is where the bidders ponied up the dough for their purchases. Gavel, Courtney. The auctioneer had a gavel. Remember? Oh, well, I don't know actually. I don't know if Jill is a member of the PIC, she could either be a prosecutor or a judge. Is she a judge? Judge Jill? Oh man, I wonder if they maybe a localizers from Capcom would have named her like Judy Crane. Judge Judy. You know, just a little stealth fun. Don't mind me. The two of them talked for a while. Wait, there was a second person in the storeroom? Yeah, the conductor, right? You betcha. I reckon it was the conductor. They didn't recognize the voice because the voice changers. And then out of nowhere, one of them started screaming. Almost scared my britches off. I rolled myself into a ball and kept on laying low. So you witnessed the murder? I wouldn't say that I witnessed it. I've definitely heard it, though. Didn't you try to stop them? Just stop right there. This ain't even funny. What's a dainty little thing like me gonna do?
Dainty?
I wasn't gonna say it, but Edward's sure thinking it. After that, I heard me some rustling and bustling and hustling. The whole time I was really regretting coming here something fierce.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean...
But nothing gets in the way of a lot of heart in her photos. Nobody is letting Ema get a word in edgewise. This was my big scoop. Ain't no way I was gonna let it slip away. A bit later, I heard this loud thud. I figured it was my last chance to snap a photo from behind a statue. Well then, would you please show us the photo? Oh, why do I have to? Oh, it's gonna look like something weird, isn't it? It's gonna look like Gordy in the middle of a room, isn't it? Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, well, isn't that Let's Play Jay right there in the chat? How you doing, sir? Welcome on in. Here's Lotta Heart. Big surprise, she may be in this game. Well, look at that. This person's wearing a red hood. It is BB Hood from Darkstalkers. I hope you're having a nice time, Jay. Hope you're enjoying your break from streaming. Hope you're enjoying just relaxing and maxing and chilling all cool while shooting some b-ball outside of the school. And I swear, I'm not up to no good, making trouble in the neighborhood. Never, not me. Never. This is...
The person in the red raincoat who attacked Kay!
The person in the raincoat assaulted the victim in the storeroom. And then attacked Kay on the roof?
Oh. So they would have... Yeah, so that's where they came from. But how does this all tie together? Yo. Suspicious. So Kay probably did see this person. And I'm thinking if they came from the storeroom, that would line up with the moon being behind their shoulder. I don't know how she thought the candy stand was where she was, but maybe it was just not there at the time. Maybe it moved. Oh, thank you for the badge. Sorry, I don't deserve this right now. It looks like it's in Edgeworth's hair. Oh, look at that. He's got a little hairpin. Don't worry, Edgeworth. You look pretty. Jay's and some friends are having a Halo 3 COD 4 LAN this weekend. Oh, dude, that is classic. Like, just like old times. Are you actually playing like the old games, or are you playing like Master Chief Collection and the COD 4 remaster? There's only one person in this photo. Where's the victim? Yeah, I thought it was strange too. I could have sworn there were two of them, but when I looked, there was only the one. Maybe they're one and the same? Well, that's gotta be the killer, don't you reckon?
So she's saying the victim disappeared.
Maybe hidden inside something. Yeah, maybe they moved the roof around or something, Blade. Playing the old games on Xbox 360s. Freaking classic. I hope all the controllers still work. I hope the Xboxes don't get the red ring of death. Are you actually like hooking them up with LAN cables and all that? Oh, those were the days. I've only done that once in my life with the original Xbox and Halo 2. It was at a friend's house who his brothers were having a LAN night with his friends. And because they wanted more people for the LAN party, we're like, hey, dude, hey, bro, invite your friends. And I'm like, heck yeah, I want to play some Halo and LAN. It was this whole, like, 8-player full thing. It was cool. That's how we gamed back in the day. We had no internet connection with fast speeds for peer-to-peer networking. No way. You were able to tell this person was the culprit just by looking? Their hand was staying bright red, so I figured it was them. Wow, Lotta, you have evidence this time.
What happened to the auction after the murder?
Nothing, really. It just went on like normal. I guess those rich folks didn't give a hoot. They got some nerve. Really, they just didn't notice the conductor left and also died?
The nerve of a journalist is nothing to scoff at either.
They had to replace one of the lasers on one of the consoles. At this point, like, I'm totally okay with replacing parts of my old consoles where, like, I'm gonna put these together. If there's only one exit, the victim had to have left through there, right? Yeah, there you go. But as I was saying, like, I'm okay with taking consoles and repairing them. Not so that they were like where they were, but just making them better. So, consoles that have disc lasers, over time it's going to get harder and harder to find ways to replace the laser. So you can, like, start desoldering and soldering on new lasers and stuff like that. At that point, I'm going to install, like, an SD card mod. Or a complete drive replacement, Like, my GameCube has a drive replacement in it that reads SD cards. I still buy the actual discs to have them, but honestly, any GameCube laser is just gonna die. It's not made of Nintendium like the other things, not the other parts of it, sadly enough. It's the only way to actually keep playing it. If we assume that the murder took place in this storeroom, then we must conclude that the body was here as well.
Huh? Isn't that pretty obvious?
You remember how the participants left the auction?
Of course, they passed through this storeroom on the way back from the auction.
Ah! Exactly. The culprit had to hide the body so that the participants wouldn't discover it. Oh.
The real question is, where was the body hidden?
It has to be somewhere. We have to look out for blood. Blood. Jay would love to do an SD card mod. If it's one for the GameCube, you gotta look into the, what is the one I had called? It's not called the GC Loader. GC Loader is like the software. But there's pretty much one mod out there. It's easy. When I did it, it's just unscrew all the screws, take out the drive, pop in the replacement, and then screw everything back in. Like, easy. It was time consuming though, because the GameCube has like literally 20 screws inside it, and you have to unscrew them one by one. Like, ooh, Nintendo, did your console need to be that secure? Why do you need 20? It is a square, Nintendo. You can put screws on the corners and call it a day. Why is it just like 20 going all around the perimeter? Miku had a rat walk up to you? You wanted to be your friend? What? Why are you at Disneyland? Looking for some Mickey Mouses up in there? Miku, did you end up going on your burger trip? You said your city was doing a burger week. I'm interested to hear the results. Maybe the rat wanted some burger. 20 seems excessive. I'm not even exaggerating, dude. There are definitely at least 15. Ima, would you mind lending me a hand?
Leave it to me. What do you want me to do?
Let's see. Use your luminol reagent to test for a blood reaction. If you would, please.
Okay. Let me show you the power of science.
Be careful, Edgeworth. She bought that stuff with her allowance.
The glint in her eyes is getting brighter by the second.
Let's start by examining that ladder over there. Based on Miss Hart's picture, the person in the red raincoat headed towards that ladder.
And if their hand was stained, they should leave bloody handprints.
Chances are something will turn up if we check there. Just touch anything you want to examine.
Yo! Yo, it's just like Ace Attorney and 1. Let's do it. I'm using the touchscreen, baby. Look how it turns into like a contiguous ladder, but it's actually the same scene twice. Actually, I should just do this, shouldn't I? Beep. Ah!
If you do that, you'll be able to spray the luminol reagent at it.
Whoa.
If there's a blood stain on the spot where you sprayed, you get a reaction like this. Even so, ugh. No matter how many times I see blood stains, they're always so gruesome. There's a blood reaction here, but it's kind of faint. Let's spray it with luminol 2 or 3 more times, so it'll be nice and clear.
Miku got 2 burgers today. The actual rat just popped up and ran away. Huh. I do actually think rats are pretty cool. Like, if you get one as a pet from the pet store, make sure it's all clean and, like, domesticated. You see the rats out in, like, New York or something, and I don't know what diseases they might have. I don't know how many pizzas they might be stealing. The freaking pizza rats taking slices bigger than them. Yo, the rats in New York, they're eating good.
You can see it clearly now. It even looks even more gruesome than before. Do you understand how to look for bloodstains now? There are probably a few more bloodstains here, so why don't you give it a try, Mr. Edgeworth?
Select area via the touchscreen.
Let's search the rest of the storeroom for bloodstains, just like that. First, let's look for a place to spray the luminol reagent.
Luminol.
Please examine the places you want to spray luminol on.
Okay. I like how it's just a bottle of luminol. That's my assistant now. It's not Ima, it's luminol. By the way, you can control Edgeworth with the touchscreen. Just have a little like... Maybe here? With the masks?
You want to examine this spot? Unfortunately, there were no reactions here.
Just spray on everything. Maybe hid it inside here? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's a chest. Let's do it.
Let's play luminol on every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Yeah, right here in the box. And this box isn't made out of chocolate. Pollo. Reaction? Pollo.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's a bloodstain here too.
Is it a symphony of the night? However, why is there a bloodstain in a place like this? We were just talking about hiding the body?
Maybe something that had blood on it was stored inside?
Like a body? Hide the body in the box? I'm gonna have to logic it together, of course, manually.
Mr. Edgeworth, there are places we still haven't checked yet. So let's continue our investigation.
Oh, I can't launch it yet. Alright, let's look in the elevator. every suspicious looking nook and cranny. What is it with nooks and crannies in this place that are always so suspicious? Oh, here we go. Feral rat. Please, Miku. Hopefully you didn't get bit or anything like that. They might have rabies.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's a reaction. It's a blood stain. But why in a place like this?
Perhaps this was where the murder took place.
Ah! It looks like some of the blood dripped down from the floor below.
Oh. That'll be harder to clean up. Blood on the hidden lift.
Looks like we found all the blood stains in the storeroom.
It seems we've investigated the storeroom sufficiently. Sorry, let me just push you out of the way, Ema. I need room to think. Yeah, spray the Mr. Monkey. I bet there's tons of blood. Or is this Hitman blood money over here? Blood. Blood. Hold on, actually, let me look at my evidence. Maybe there's luminol in there now. No, just the blood. What else do I have? I need to make sure I look at everything. Conductor's clothes. Lotta's photo. That's a photo. Ooh, maybe you think the mannequin was wearing the coat? Because remember, stuff in here is from Edgeworth's past cases. You don't think that's the coat that freaking, why am I blanking? Shelly the Killer wore, do you? The black market auction was being held in the Grand Tower. Items set for auction of the piece of evidence from past cases. 11 people attended, each one wearing a mask. Continued even after the murder. Which makes me wonder, like, why? How did it continue without the conductor? All right, time to confirm what everybody's thinking. The reason why we found a blood stain in the costume trunk is because the murderer hid the body in that box.
I wonder who won the bid for it. The trunk, I mean.
That I don't know. They want to buy the body?
In a certain way, everything worked out exactly as someone wanted.
Hold it! It couldn't have been in that dressing box. What do you mean?
When I first came down here, that box caught my eye too. It was just the right size and would have made the perfect hiding place. That's what I thought anyway. I couldn't get the dang thing open. It had been wrapped up real tight with a locked chain. The murder happened after that, so hiding a body in there would have been impossible, you know?
A chain wrapped around it. It's a bit strange. Unless there was another body? Someone who was already dead? Oh my, what motion they rule? Right now, it doesn't seem to be locked up at all.
Huh? Well, that's weird. Maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me or something.
Oh, I see. It's a magic trick. It's a preview of the Grammar Eyes. It's one of their escape the bloody box tricks. The blood is just for dramatic effect. Evidence in the box. Oh, what's left for me to check though? Yo, Ray, any update? Oh man, Uncle Ray's heart is pounding up a storm because there's so many women here. Oh, okay. You want to go ask Lotta Hart for a hug? At least she's, you know, closer to your age. Surrounded by so many cutie pies in such a small, cramped room. Mr. Shields, please try to be more serious. It was just a joke. Ray, jokes are funny. Uncle Ray's keeping a close watch over little Kay, so you can continue your investigation without worry.
You watching over Kay is exactly what I'm worried about.
Yes? Can I help with something?
I wonder, maybe Kay was in here? 'Cause I don't know, like somebody was. Kay definitely has injuries. I'm not giving you a box, Kay.
Mommy.
Kate was turned into a mummy. Oh no! A mummy was in here. Are you my mummy? Oh, show her the photo of the red person. That's actually a good idea. If we can get her to confirm that that's the person she saw. I don't know what that would get us because it's pretty clear, but
The person who pushed me! I'm sure it was this person!
you don't remember that face.
What? That red raincoat? I'm sure of it, I think. Probably. Are you my mummy?
Please be more clear. I'd like a straight answer.
Mr. Edgeworth, when you look at me like that, I begin to lose my confidence.
My expression is not relevant. Was it this person or not? Edgeworth! You're losing sight of the truth! Stop! Be reasonable, Edgeworth!
That red raincoat, it has to be the one.
Then that is true. It would be impossible for Kay to be the culprit. I'll need to gather more evidence.
I missed more evidence. Well, no. Da, 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 da. Masks? The mannequin is the killer. Another Doctor Who reference. The Nastine consciousness. Living plastic. Go and have your beans on toast. Oh man, they Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast just announced another, like, they've been doing this thing where they do crossovers and whatnot. And, you know, they crossed over with Street Fighter, they crossed over with Dungeons and Dragons, they're about to do Warhammer 40k. They announced that they're doing a crossover with Doctor Who. And I'm like, okay, you got me. You got me, Wizards. You know how much I'm a nerd. Like, you know, Warhammer is a nerdy thing. Street Fighter is a nerdy gamer thing. Yes, I did buy that. But Doctor Who? Doctor Who Commander decks? Oh man, I wonder who's gonna be the commanders. Maybe one with a Doctor, one with a Daleks. Maybe Davros is the commander for that one. A Cyberman. Maybe a deck that has all the companions. I don't know. I think I'm gonna buy them all. Oh. Stormriders saw that. For the first time ever, you were interested in Magic the Gathering. That's how they get you. I mean, Commander is where it's at. I'm glad they're doing Commander decks. Because I guarantee that any one of them is gonna be a good investment. Like, they'll give you like a good starting point to build off of or just play. Because they're good at making that kind of stuff balanced, you know? Alright, I don't know if I'm going to get anything from talking to her. So I'm going to talk to Lotta Hart. The stretched skin thing as a commander deck. She would just be a card. She's already paper thin. Present! Here, let me present you the box we just found. Let me just say, okay, Commander's the best format. That's the thing about Magic the Gathering. Like, a lot of card games have this problem where they want people to keep buying the cards. So how do you entice people? Do you just keep making better cards all the time and making the old cards obsolete? Power creep it? Or do you have like rotating formats where like only the last 3 years are valid? Everything else, I know you bought them and all, but you had your fun, right? So, for the most part, rotating formats are what card games have done. But as time goes on and people build up more and more of their collection and they want to play with their old cards, then there's just more interest in card games that don't expire. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always been like that. Magic the Gathering, that's Commander. Commander doesn't expire. And to keep it balanced, it's more like you can only have one card of each, and it's on a 100-card deck. So, you can have the broken cards. Will you always see them in the game? Probably not. So, it's balanced, right? But, you know, there's problems with that too, but it's fun. It is really fun. It just takes a long time. Did you not notice this blood stain?
Oh, did you find that with the Lumina what's it?
Yes, it's likely that the culprit tried to cover up the crime scene.
I ain't even noticed that at all. Did that happen when I weren't looking? Because, you know, I didn't actually see the moment of the murder myself.
Indeed, you were cowering in fear at the time, were you not?
I'm a journalist, you hear. I was hunkering down to protect my scoop. I reckon I was snug as a bug behind the Alfred statue in a rug. And a jackrabbit on a hot grill on the 4th of July.
That is precisely what I mean by cowering in fear. Blade personally doesn't like rolling formats. Yu-Gi-Oh! Suffers from the downside of power creep. It's a catch-22. Like, there's not really any way. Like, if your focus is on selling things and making money, then what do? You gotta stretch the limits of imagination and your game design somehow, some way. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the logical extreme. Like, but it works because it's anime, and it's literally at a point where your deck is just play one card, summon your entire deck, combo, and then win in one turn. That's not even a joke. That's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is now. On purpose. It's very anime, I will say. But at that point, like, do I want a card game to rely on the first cards I draw? I mean, at least they're over fast, right? You can't wait to cast the 4th Doctor and equip him with the 1 ring so that you can swing through my Zangief. Yo, Zangief got 7 power though, and he's indestructible on my turn. How are you ever gonna deal with that?
You know, if I'm gonna make the news, I need to find out the conductor's true identity.
That person wore a mask and a voice changer, right?
Along with a white suit and a purple flower. Oh, shucks. Was all this a waste of time?
I wouldn't say you wasted your time, Miss Hart.
Collecting info ain't easy. You gotta pay for film and travel expenses, and after staking out the place for a whole day, I'm starving.
If you're truly after a scoop, you should be willing to endure that much. Yeah, I know of a good instant ramen brand. Gumshoe talks to me all about it.
Not too shabby, wouldn't you say? I'm pretty happy with how it turned out myself.
After you heard the voices, there wasn't anyone else here besides the person in this photo.
I'm sure if there were, I would have snapped their picture as well.
As sure as she may be, I'm not sure if I can rely much on what she says.
The victim vanishing out of the blue? Now that would generate some good buzz. What else can I present?
As a fan of both major trading card games that aren't Pokemon, it's just interesting comparing their design. I have built my Zangief commander deck, and I tested it out recently. It is mean. I keep forgetting there's a rule in Commander where if the commander does 21 damage, you just win. Or your opponent loses. So, Zangief having 7 power means all he has to do is attack 3 times. Just 3. And if you give him something like a double strike attack, or make him do double damage, there you go. It just becomes 2. Triple his damage, just win immediately. I'm sure people won't be angry at you. Is there any more logic? No. What am I missing?
Earlier, you said that this was evidence from a case you were involved with. At any rate, you've got to admit that this is a very strange statue.
It's the Alice Red statue.
Huh?
This is the Alice Red statue.
But it doesn't look all red to me. Wait, the name is written here. Aleph Red statue? Aleph Red? All is red? All is red. Aleph Red.
What are you mumbling yourself about over there?
No, it's nothing. Come on, let's examine some other places.
Alright, time to systematically show everybody everything, I guess. Although I'm pretty sure I did that already. It's pretty fun to combo in Yu-Gi-Oh! Also isn't fun to play against. I don't like what Yu-Gi-Oh! Did to try to stop combos from being too powerful. They have things called hand traps, which, if you play Magic, think of the card Force of Will, where you can counter for free. What makes it balanced in Magic is that, you know, it's the only card of its kind. Well, now there's like 2 cards that do that kind of stuff. But still, it's a very rare effect. In Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, no, there's so many cards that do that just stop your opponent from playing. It's mean. Like, it's cool that it stops powerful decks, but it also just hurts. It just hurts not powerful decks. You're a proponent of cards like Max C. That's the problem. Like, in theory, Max C is cool. It's a card that says, if your opponent is comboing off really hard, then punish them even more, because you draw a card every time. But that's the theory. In practice, it's like, good decks can make powerful boards, powerful game states without having to combo a lot. It's actually the weaker decks that combo a lot, because they require more pieces to make the combo work. And that's the irony of it. Those kinds of decks get punished more. They have more choke points you can stop with any other hand trap. They just die. They just get punished by Max C. It's just it's unfortunate design. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't do enough testing. I don't know whose job it is over there to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards all day, but say what you will, but Magic the Gathering, they test their cards a lot for a long time. And there are some powerful cards that have to get banned, but for the most part, it's balanced.
The person in the red raincoat really was there.
Are you sure that they were walking towards you from behind the stand?
That's right. They walked straight up to me.
Some evidence, maybe that person left footprints. I don't like when I see dialogue that's the same between chapters. It just counts as new again. Makes me wonder if I've actually seen it or not. Candelabra. Maybe I'm supposed to investigate something in the room? Either way, once we're done with this investigation, I think I'm gonna have to... Nah, I've already read this too. After this investigation, I think I'm going to have to actually call it for the night. It's cool and all. I'm loving this case so far. I want to find out who did this to Kay. She could have gotten killed, you know? But we're still far, far, far away from that. Yeah, Blade. Hand traps are weird in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's because Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have a cost system. So, like, all you have to do is have the card in order to use it. There needs to be some sort of, like, penalty. Something that makes you really, like, I'm glad I have this tool to stop powerful decks, but I only want to use it if I really have to, not because I want to oppress the less powerful decks. What have I not checked here? I noticed that Edgeworth said he still has to inspect the nooks and crannies, so I'm missing something here. It's a small bottle. I've seen this piece of evidence before in the past.
Huh? Is that all?
Yes. What more did you want me to say?
I need to make a memo. Note to self. Even the most boring objects sound like works of art when Mr. Edgeworth describes them.
Ooh.
Ugh. Don't read a memo like that out loud.
I'm curious why there's a safe here. Why am I not allowed to, like, touch it? Baby Samurai?
What a cute doll. It kind of looks like the Steel Samurai.
It's the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess.
Ew, I forgot. That's the canon.
He was destined to become a hero of justice from the moment of his birth. So much pressure rests on this tiny baby's shoulders. And yet he carries himself with a grace and dignity that belies a toddler of his age.
Hello? Mr. Edgeworth, are you even listening to me?
He was just lost in thought. You know Edgeworth is one of those people who writes fan blogs and keeps it up to date with a review of every single episode of his favorite series. Of course I am.
Ah, how cute! This stuffed animal's so fluffy.
That's from Gold Lake.
Oh yeah.
It should be in the care of the prosecutor assigned to that case right now. Why is it sitting here in a place like this?
Huh? This little guy's missing his left horn.
His left horn. I'm pretty sure it was already missing when I first saw it.
Isn't this property of the president of Zhengfa?
Then there must be a defective product. I demand a recall.
Now that I think about it, giving a broken toy to a country's president does sound strange.
Oh! Huh, I didn't think this would be that important.
The hell?
This storeroom contains items to be sold, doesn't it?
It's unfortunate, but the possibility seems quite high. I suspect some nefarious individual has been selling evidence here.
And people actually pay money for this stuff?
Apparently some people do. Price tags are proof.
Price tags are proof.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
And with that, I believe we have examined everything that there is to examine here. Because I arbitrarily said so. I was just waiting to look at that plushie with the missing horn. It just interested me so much. Aw, I was hoping I could see it in 3D. I'll leave the card discussion on this. I've been comparing the two games, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, a lot lately, and here's the thing I think about. I don't think it's a problem, it's just a difference in how they're designed. With Yu-Gi-Oh!, everything is a straight up like, alright, this is the combo I need to make. This combo is designed by the design team to work exactly this way, and we are releasing it as part of this set, and you have to buy tons of this one box in order to make this one combo work. And you know, in the future, we'll make a different archetype that has its specific combo, and it will be even better, so you can just throw away all your old archetype cards and buy a new one from scratch. So because that's the way Konami wants it, that's the way Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Everything is a simple, like, can't abuse it combo. Sometimes they do get abused, and that's when they have to ban cards. But for the most part, an archetype does one specific thing. There's no, like, general effects. In Magic, you have cards that are just like, here are the type of cards that draw cards. Here are the type of cards that get you more mana. Here are the type of cards that remove a creature from play. Like, instead of making archetypes, they're just cards that have synergy with each other in subtle ways. And then you got your cards that are special and unique that change the rules of the game. Like, here, if you use this card, you can just end the turn, which is implications to how the turn is supposed to work. Here, if you use this card, then your opponents have to like flip a coin every time they attack, and then if they lose, then this happens, and then that happens. It's cards that don't win by themselves, but they have interesting interactions because of the way that they all work together. And that's cool about Magic. You just build decks that work together like that. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's not in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's all I'll say about that. I don't know. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will now finish this case. Not this case, I wish. And with that, I believe we examined everything. Fluffy OB, thank you for the lurk.
Well then, let's head on down.
Oh, have we decided on our next destination? Hey, Kay!
Yes, Mr. Shields?
We wouldn't want you to get lost, so make sure you stay real close to Uncle Ray, okay?
Right. I'll follow you closely, Mr. Shields.
These two. Since when did they get along like that?
Since Kay forgot how Ray is like.
Oh boy. Brr, 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 brr.
And now we're in the lift. Yo! Oh. Imagine if you were in here while, like, Courtney and the Best are like, how did you guys get in this room? Oops. April 5th, 7:43 p.m., Grand Tower PIC meeting room. Oh, well, how about that?
Mr. Edgeworth!
Hi, I'm back. Did you miss me? Eh? Where's the body? That's interesting. That's interesting, cause then the pool of blood is right under this elevator. You know, like the body was like squished under it. This place is... That's also really dangerous, by the way.
Is this the auction hall? No, it's the meeting room from before. How nice of you to drop in, Kay Faraday.
Oh yeah.
You got some guts. Hey, you guys! Arrest her! Arrest her!
Shut up, the best!
Wait, Kay is...
As for the rest of the riffraff, just show them out the door.
Oh no!
Lotta, why are you taking pictures?
This is tyranny!
Yeah, it's tyranny, pal!
Lotta's got all the evidence. Take the pictures. We need them.
Miles, this is kind of bad!
The light of justice shines above. Ouch!
Why, me too!
Oh, that's strange. I was aiming for that weak ex-prosecutor.
You know you couldn't whip Miles unless there was a good reason, Francisca.
You're clearly aiming at me.
Maybe something got in my way. Particularly... right around there.
Francisca.
Just what do you think you're doing here, ex-prosecutor Miles Edgeworth?
I do not believe that Kay is the culprit behind this incident.
Yes, you said that already. Now come up with something new. You're just an ordinary man without investigation rights. What you say does not matter. That's why we disowned my sister, remember? She did not go into law. She had a granddaughter with a dog named Phoenix. I mean, they don't talk about Francisca's sister. She's canon. I am Francisca von Kama. I will never stop moving forward. However, you chose to quit. The outcome of our battle has already been decided.
I cast away my badge because it became a millstone around my neck. You tap it, I take 2 cards off the top of my library. I shall continue moving forward even without it. The path I walk will surely lead to the truth. My actions are driven by that belief, and that is something which will never, ever change.
So all you're saying is that you found a path to the truth? Then show it to me. But if that path proves to be but a foolish one, it will not survive my whip. And I will not survive this testimony. Unless I save right now and save it for another night. Everybody, you know the deal. I'm sorry, y'all. But that's how it's gonna be. It's you know, it's the rule. Every time we hit a checkpoint after 3 hours, I need to preserve my voice. Remember, I woke up today almost losing my voice, even though I'm normally fine. Yeah. Also, Weenie, what's up? Whole gang is here. Sorry you came in at the end, but that's how it is. Hey, you know what? Next week is going to be an interesting schedule, I will say, because I will not be streaming on Monday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming on Tuesday instead, or if I'm just going to... Thank you for the water. Or if I'm just going to take both Monday and Tuesday off. Still figuring out whether I want to replace Ocarina of Time with something right now, or just go with Ace Attorney Investigations. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, you know, it's Friday. It's time to go see if we at some art, and if anybody wants to just, you know, hang out, you know. I always, you know, ever since I started having an end screen, I've always had a subtle fear that, like, oh, well, this is the time where everyone just clicks off the YouTube video. This is the time where everybody just, like, opens a different tab on Twitch. But I'm like, Well, that's the point of it. I want people to know that it's over. Like, y'all can do whatever you want. That's why I always say, like, you're free to go to sleep. You're free to do whatever you want. I've never stopped y'all. So, yeah, I thank everybody for being here up this long. It may be late for you, and maybe, you know, time to drink some water, go to sleep. Don't stop the music. I'm not stopping the music, Carmen. Please don't stop the music. 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 And, yeah. Today is not Friday in California. Actually, it still is. It's 11:23, so I'm good. I don't know about y'all. So, yeah, no stream art for today, I don't think, unless somebody tweeted at me. Not that I can see. Bruh, you posted Scooby to the Scoo. I see you. But, yeah. Y'all. I'm just gonna call it for tonight. We'll be checking out somebody to the raid right about now. But I will say, thanks for hanging out. More Ace Attorney next week. I'll figure out some other indie game to pop on in. I know I've been talking about him, but I keep forgetting. Yo, if you ever have any recommendations for games, post them in the Discord. Like, I'll take a look. I'm not guaranteed to play him, but I'll consider what people say. That's for sure. And yeah. Y'all. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch to catch me live X9 next time I play this or any other game. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to catch past videos and, you know, wrap up on games I played before. Maybe you were here for the beginning, but you had to go to sleep. Don't even worry about it. Twitch deletes the VODs, but I save them on YouTube. And Twitter, Discord for updates, all that good stuff. All right. If you need to go to sleep, I will let you. Have a good fried egg, and stay clucky, everybody. I'll see everybody next week. Bye-bye! And keep your Scoo close. You'll never know what kind of big-haired journalist will try to steal it.